Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Psyche, and today we're gonna be playing some more Survivor Rank. You guys know what's up. As always, we're gonna be playing Survivor Rank. 30 stars, Titan. How high can we get today? Let's see. Can we get every single win? Will today's stream be the first ever 10-win stream? Probably not. I don't think ever. But, guys, we can always hope. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's see who we got. We got Maxi Owl profile picture. Welcome to the stream. We got Oka, Bunny, Jelly, Peach, Davibird. Welcome, guys. We also have a mod that I don't even recognize. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And, welcome, oh, dude, Tay is here. Tay, I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. And, we got Young Bamboo. Welcome, Young Bamboo. Good night, Young Bamboo. She's gone just like that. It's Net. Welcome, Net. I knew who you were. Net, we've been best buddies for like how long now? 5 years? Of course I knew it's you, bro. Alright, guys. Maybe we should change our names a little bit less. The fake fan. I'm not a fan of you. I'm not a fan of you. You're a fan of me. That's how this works. But have you modded, you know? Well, you get $0 an hour every day. That's something. You're at work right now. Welcome, welcome, Beans. Hope you're enjoying not working right now, watching the stream. Show it to your boss. Maybe they'll let you watch for the whole work session. I don't know. But we'll see. First match of the day, guys. This is looking like a beautiful team comp. I don't think we're going to go Thief on Leo's memory. Sounds like a really bad idea. No Thief on Leo's memory. Let's not do that. Like and subscribe to Net. Net, you don't even have a... What's your channel anyway? What even is your channel? Channel activity. Go to channel. Let's check out Net's channel. Net's got 12 subs. She really needs it, guys. She really needs your subs. Let her have your sub. Net is in the chat. The mod, the only mod in the chat, that's Net. I know, nobody knew. I didn't even know. But yeah. And we're up against Qist. GG. We lost. Guaranteed loss. You need subs? You're poor? Well, total subs is pretty low. Mods, clip that. Alright. Why am I even focusing? I'm just going to watch everyone die this match. Alright. Let's see. No middle cipher. That's nice, as usual. That's why we love Leo's memory. And, I mean, we'll see. Maybe Hunter's pursuing Doctor. Alright. Seer is actually pinging. Using his abilities to ping. That's crazy. Basement is at factory. He's also letting us know that. That's already better than the average survivor. Even if he dies in 10 seconds, he's already better than the average. Bro doesn't know his own mods. Maybe. I'm learning. It takes time. That's crazy. Hunter actually left. What, they just came just to block the cipher, I'm guessing? And left? Ooh, that cipher's going to lose all its progress. Not much we can do about that unless someone runs to it, which it's not even really worth it. Just to code and get dungeon. Yeah, so we get our +1, +2. Easy. Genius idea. Let's see, he does have insolence, okay, just on time. He is asking for the owl. Ooh, maybe it was a little bit late. Maybe he asked a little bit late. Maybe Seer didn't press the owl. Who knows at this point? I guess we may as well pick up the scale. Maybe it'll be useful. We're going to try to wait out so that he can have his scales back. Either that or we take a basic gift for him. I don't think he got a blink out, did he? Maybe if we can get a free rescue, that's also not bad. But no, he's not going to give it to us. Just going to be patient now. He did use the suck ball. Seer's not paying attention. Okay, but Hunter is paying attention, unfortunately. Did he hit the chair? Nah, he did not hit the chair. It looked like it a little bit. But he does have his scales up now. And I am going to get healed up with the Seer here in a second. Oh no, Doctor is actually... Right, we have Doctor. I mean, it's alright. Well, we just ate the suck ball for the Seer. You're welcome, Seer. You're welcome, Seer. Dog, help me. I'm right behind you. I'm just going to use the scale so we start the cooldown. It also gives him a sound effect so he actually listens. He actually heard the sound effect. That's nice. I guess Doctor's going to try to body block. That's fine. If we get healed here, it's also going to allow the Professor to kite easier. So that way our Hunter doesn't have as much of a buff every time he comes out of the, what's it called? Every time he comes out of the ball. Unfortunately, he does go down anyway. Yeah, we're still struggling on our last cipher machine. We don't have a last cipher machine. Doctor can get a pretty easy rescue here. She is just going to be able to heal up. Depends if she gets sucked here. Hopefully no suck. That will hurt a little bit. Hello, what's up, Ozzy? Welcome to the stream, I'm in. An attempt was made. He still has that owl, I'm pretty sure, right? Nice. Well, it's actually not a great rescue because he could get farmed now. We don't mind Doctor getting hit, but we do mind our Professor getting farmed. I think we all come from balls. Alright, you gotta stop right there. This is a YouTube stream. This is not a Twitch stream. And I guess we'll work on a corner cipher if possible. Nice, it did spawn. Good, good, good. This is the corner cipher layout. We probably will not finish the cipher on time, even with accelerated. I mean, maybe we will. If the Doctor, like, miraculously keeps body blocking and he never gets socked. Might be possible, especially with that Palston. Put him back a good amount. Still, we're going to need quite a bit of time to get the cipher going. At the very least, even if he goes down, he's going to have a very hard time pressuring this corner cipher. This corner cipher, and I'm sure we have another cipher on this corner. So, essentially, these are going to be our last ciphers we work on it. There's just no way he's going to be able to protect both of them. This is the first match. First match of the stream. There's the owl. Okay, cipher's only 40. You can make an argument that maybe we should have used the watch so we have 7% decode. It's a little bit greedy, and it's not really worth it if you are thinking about like a dungeon or gate escape. Could also help us out later on in this match when it comes to maybe taking a hit for someone at the gate. And maybe we need to use one of our watches to kite before that. So I'm really, ideally, even though you could use a watch for faster decode, I'm just going to hold on to all of them. In case we need to do an endgame kite, in case we need to go to a dungeon, something like that. I hope it doesn't bite us in the butt, because this is way too good of a kite. Alright, amazing. Ooh, he did miss a calibration at the end there. Okay, yeah, that's why you get off the cipher every 2 seconds. Because when you first get on a cipher for the first 2 seconds, you actually don't get calibrations. That's what you're supposed to do with the robot. If you're trying to save your energy with the robot at least, and you're not focused on your main body's decode, you want to focus on the robot, then you'd get off the cipher every around 2 seconds, or just stay on it so you can catch the calibrations. That way it also makes it easier to prime ciphers if you're any other survivor in the game. So it's a helpful tip even when you're not playing mechanic. Makes it easier to prime your last cipher. Bro, Rose Flower Grace coming in with a My Little Pony profile picture. Bro, get your stinky profile out of here. Alright, the last cipher is done. Hopefully, I mean, this was an amazing game. I didn't do anything, but the doctor did something, dude. She's a god. Doctor being perfectly balanced. Hey, what? No, don't worry about it. Doctor being perfectly balanced as always. The one problem is that Doctor's really bad endgame. So we'll see here. I mean, now we can take that hit. But also, our survivors are going to get sucked is the one issue. Alright, he's just going to give it to us. Cool. We need the Doctor nerfs. Doctor. Man, I don't know. Dude, should they nerf Doctor? I really don't want them to nerf Doctor. I really don't want them to nerf Doctor. Because I really want these 4 main survivors in this game to actually be good. I want them to be useful. I have a feeling they will nerf Doctor at some point. How do you even nerf Doctor without making her useless again? 4-game winning streak. Let's go. I'm going to get a water bottle real quick. Yeah, I really don't want him to nerf Doctor. Doctor has been so garbage for so many years. I wouldn't mind keeping Doctor as a good character. I mean, it's like when they rework Thief. I was so disappointed when they nerfed double flashlights. That double flashlights don't stack anymore. Like, what was the devs doing? Why are we nerfing Thief? Why are we keeping Mercenary alive for this long? And then day 1 that Thief gets a rework, and he's actually not so bad. They nerfed the double flashlight. You can't stack flashlights anymore to stun Hunter faster. Like, why? Why? That's what are we doing? Why are we nerfing that? Just keep that in the game. What's wrong with that? Why can't we stack flashlight on the ground and flashlight? I mean, it wasn't even that amazing, is the thing. It's not even that amazing because you have to stand still for such a long time. 1 second is a lot of time. It is a lot of time in this game. But you stand still for 1 second, and then you use your regular flashlight to stun the hunter even quicker. And you'd only do that if it was like a fast pallet-breaking hunter, or they fall really quickly and you've already stunned them a few times, so they have some flashlight stun resistance built up where it takes longer to stun them. Like, that's when you would use that. It would still be a little bit of a loss because it would make it longer to stun by or not longer to stun, but it would be faster to stun, but you have to take more time to set it up by standing on the in place and actually using the flashlight. It's fine. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. They decided to remove it. I have people still tell me, every once in a while, I still hear someone be like, you can't stack the flashlights anymore? Yeah, no, you can't stack the flashlights anymore. And I got people telling me that they thought the flashlights could always stack. Like, man, they used to. They used to always stack. That got changed real quick. Didn't Thief and Mech have the same amount of nerfs at some point? Nah. Thief didn't. Thief never got nerfed. The only nerfs that Thief ever got was that they removed his faster vault speed, which is so stupid. Thief used to have 15% faster vault speed. He was the second fastest vaulter in the game before they added Batter with 40% faster vault. I mean, those are different times, though. I miss those days. Don't know where the Hunter's going. Hunter is actually going to first stop, so we can just do this. We can just do the cipher here. No big deal. This window is not that great against Geisha, so we're gonna try not to use it. That's why we kind of want a head start here. But I mean, if they're gonna chase the patient, we'll take it. Thief is gonna be scary. It used to be that Thief was a great counter to Geisha. Not so much anymore. You need to grab a butterfly on you for you to actually counter the dash. Otherwise, just looking at her won't stop the dash. She can still dash towards you if you don't have the butterfly on you. So it really depends. We really need a butterfly before the flashlight can permanently be used to prevent her from dashing on us. It's not so bad, you know? Even if we never get a stun off and we just keep looking at her with the flashlight and just moonwalk, that's still 40 seconds of time where Geisha can't dash on us. That's just 43 seconds of Kai, worst case scenario, even if we don't do anything special. Which is still pretty good. But yeah. Used to be that Thief was a very, very hard counter to Geisha. Back when you didn't have butterflies as Geisha, you just had a dash on the Survivor. Those were great times. Those were great times for Thief players. Not so great for Geisha. Bro, and she used to walk slower. She used to have slower movement speed when you were looking at her. So you could actually just actively nerf her movement speed whenever you wanted. Which was really nice. Not nice for her, obviously. It's like the rescue guide that's never coming out. Don't say that. It'll come out. Maybe after GTA 6 comes out. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, blink. Nah, it's a double hit. At least it's before half. We're probably going to need to help him out here. Not much we can do right now. Oh, she's standing still. I like that. Keep disconnecting. Just stay disconnected. Why don't you? Okay, it's not like there's much we can do here. He's just waiting out the timer. We're just going to decode for now. Actually, maybe we can remove the dash. Nah, there's no way. She's mega dead. Unless... Nah, there's no way. We need to keep our health up to make sure we can rescue him here. We can help him out. Where's the Cypher machine with the most progress? Well, we're down to 3 ciphers. So we don't have a lot of progress. Dang, no rescue guide. GTA 6 never coming out. Rockstar Games, when's it coming out? This is not a great pickup from this Geisha. I mean, she can chair here for free. I don't mind. We'll make sure she can't dash here. Unfortunately, he's running away from us is the one issue. Maybe I shouldn't have rescued there immediately, but... No, it's not going to work. He did not have any ability. If he had an ability there, he could get out, but... No ability, so it was kind of pointless to rescue there so early. Might have been better off just letting him get farmed. I don't know. I don't know. Would it be better to let her drop the Mercer in front of Chair and then just go for the farms? I don't know. Get a hit on me. You got to think about it. I'm also going to give a hit on myself, and then he's probably going to very easily kill the patient with no abilities. We're just going to be patient here. Okay. Also, the button got pressed. Did he take the roller coaster? Oh, man. This is looking like GG. This is looking like GG. Did they just heal out in the open? No, he had a syringe. Okay. We're still in the rough spot, though. Those are 2 really fast hits. Oh, well. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we're trying to reconnect you. YouTube, as usual. Thanks for being useful. The problem with Doctor, she still mainly relies on raw kiting, so if the player's bad at kiting, Doctor's kind of useless to an extent. Bro, you want to know which survivor is not useless when you're bad at kiting? Every survivor. Every survivor is useless if you don't know how to kite. And that's just how Identity 5 works. I don't think that's great logic. Basement? Yeah, we got basement. I mean, at least she just let us finish the cipher upstairs for free. You need to know how to kite as every survivor. That's not really fair logic. You can't rely on your ability. Because when you rely on your ability, what you're doing is you're letting the hunter get free hits on you. Or at least pressure free hits on you. And you use your ability to counter. Just for it to not matter. Because right afterwards, they use their ability to counter you. Like, you can use your ability, sure. But unless your ability has no cooldown, which right now, I'm playing the only survivor in the game with no cooldown on his ability. Oh, that's a no recovery hit. Shit. Brother, why we... Man, never mind. I should have just waited. I thought they would sit inside a basement. I'm just gonna wait for them to take a regular hit, but no, I guess not. I guess not. I guess we're just gonna give the hunter the no recovery hit. Whatever. Is Luca or Pharaoh Lady better decoder? I would say Prisoner is a better decoder. Pharaoh Lady might be better at pressuring against the higher tier hunters. Or not pressuring, but surviving against the higher tier hunters like Opera Singer and Go Man. Bruh. But otherwise, it's not going to do you much good. Prisoner is almost always going to be better than just like guaranteed 18 seconds of surviving. There are other survivors that make it much easier to survive, like Mercenary with his elbow pads. But the thing is, also it's a free rescue right here. The thing is, that's not how you can grade survivors in this game, because when you grade survivors like that, then by that logic, me and Honor, who both play Mercenary, are exactly as good as Mercenary as the other, which is completely not true. Because the problem with Honor is that Honor's using his elbow pads immediately and very quickly because he's now relying on raw kiting, which makes him much easier to kill late game because he wasted all those abilities early game. So you do need to know how to kite, because in the end, you do become that chaseable survivor with no abilities if you don't know how to not use your abilities. You need to know how to survive without using your abilities, so when the hunter is getting stronger, when they have teleport up on the exit gates, which are very easy to kill survivors on generally, you're not just going to be immediately dead. You can actually survive. You can actually even get gate escapes, dungeon escapes. And if you're just an average mercenary who's just spamming abilities, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to get those clutch gate escapes. You're not going to be able to be that unkillable survivor, because in every random situation you ever encounter the hunter, you're always just spamming your abilities, which is not how you want to be kiting all the time. You need to be forcing the hunter's hand. You need to be forcing their abilities before you start using yours. And that does two things. A, you didn't die immediately. And this is the second time I'm getting pressured by this geisha. Can't wait to get dashed on again. Yeah, without a butterfly, we're kind of cooked. Nah. Maybe we can get dungeon? But dungeon was in the other direction. Let's see. Can we get it? Alright, we got it. Do you think Geisha should be nerfed? No, not even close. She should definitely not be nerfed. Yes, Doctor does not have good kiting endgame. That's the only thing I'm gonna give Doctor, is that, like, no matter how good you are at raw kiting, and no matter how good you are at raw kiting with Mercenary versus Doctor, Mercenary will always have those level pads. If you don't use them, Doctor will never have that syringe to use endgame. I mean, she could for a speed boost if she's partially injured, but otherwise it's not going to ever do anything. You're always going to die in one hit, unless Hunter doesn't have detention. You're grading them more on the difficulty at the highest level of the game. In ideal circumstances where everyone knows how to play the game optimally, difficulty does not matter. If you are playing every single survivor just to counter your opponent, and you know how to play every single survivor in this game, difficulty is out of the question. It doesn't matter how difficult a hunter is. It doesn't matter how difficult Dream Witch is, when back then, every single person was playing Dream Witch. No one was thinking about how difficult Dream Witch was, because everyone already knew how to play Dream Witch. Once you get past the difficulty does not matter with any character in this game. You just need to learn it. Maybe it will take you longer to learn the character, but once you learn the character, you are taking as much advantage of your survivor as possible. Someone who is playing something simple, like, I don't know, let's say forward, and you forward just in a straight line. You don't even consider support. You just think about kiting as forward, and you just know how to football in a straight line, and maybe around a few curves. There's not a whole lot you can do with forward besides that. I mean, you could push the hunter backwards and play risky games, but if you want to play safe, there's not a whole lot you can do with the football. As opposed to something like patient, there's a lot of weird patient hooks you can do. And even though it's a lot more annoying having to learn patient, at the end of the day, once both players know the maximum potential of their character, nothing differs except which character is just better at their job at that point. Who's better at kiting, who's better at supporting, who's better at rescuing. That's what we're looking at that point. We're not looking at the difficulty. We're looking at how good of a survivor are they to do their job for all the 4 roles in this game. When it comes to decoding, rescuing, assisting, supporting, and also there's a couple unnamed roles, like pressuring the chair when the hunter is not sure if they should camp or go for survivors. You need someone who's very strong at not going down in the case they do get found, but also you want someone who, even besides what survivor they're playing, is just knows how to hide well. Regardless of their survivor, just knows how to hide well, just knows how to avoid the hunter. Does he have no beard? Oh no, he does have a beard. I was about to say, this explorer has no beard. I was about to go crazy. I thought I was going crazy. Football like Schmitty. See, exactly. Schmitty can tell you. It's not very hard if Schmitty like Schmitty like Schmitty. But yeah. You're sick and tired of Doctor? Well, Doctor... Wait, Skylar? Skylar, aren't you a QS main? Man, you can't be talking. QS main. That's unfair. The Doctor is really unfair against QS. It's fair enough. Like, any setup hunter like Dream Witch, even QS is a little bit of a setup hunter where you have to wait for your insolence. You set up your lines, try to get that hit in, gradually get rid of their pallets with your fast pallet breaking until eventually you can catch up with your fast speed. But you're right, Doctor does just heal it all the way, and you don't even get your full buff anymore. You're right. It is very annoying against QS. Psyche, who do you think is good? Good deal with cheer in terms of support. It's kind of hard to get 25 consistently. That's a good question. When I think of cheer support, I'm not necessarily thinking about what is the best way to get 25. If we're gonna be honest here, the best way to get 25 is a survivor who has their abilities up. It depends on the hunter at that point, who's the best at that. If it's a hunter with only one swing but catches up quickly, like Geisha, then Perfumer might be the best for the job, right? But if it's something that just walks in a straight line, like maybe Black Form Wu Chang without any bell, then Patient might be one of the best, because there's nothing the Wu Chang can do. He can set up his umbrella if he wants, but if he switches forms, he's always going to start getting chased again. He's always going to use his hook after he switches forms, I mean. This is a little bit scary. But I think you see where this is going in every single situation. In every single situation I'm mentioning here, Psyche, you're going to be like, Psyche, that doesn't make any sense, because why would I support a Perfumer with 3 perfumes? Why would I support a Patient with 3 hooks? Why do I support them early game? I'd let them cut on their own. Exactly. So it's not really about trying to get 25. Man, that's a little bit of a late call out. Where even is he? I'm actually going to use the ball here. Executive decision. I know it seems really weird, but if I don't do that, it makes it a lot easier to hit me with a Foggy Blade. So I got to be careful there. What's he going to do here? What's his plan? Greedy. That was also a full Foggy Blade, so I don't even need to worry about dodging it anymore. Really nice for us. I think I will hold on to this pallet, and we're just going to go for the Black Bomb here. Even if he doesn't walk into it, it's still going to give us quite a bit of distance and save that pallet. That's not a big deal. Without warp, without anything like that, we can afford a single hit. We're also going to get our window boost back up at this point. Oh, I can't walk out the way. It's really unfortunate. We need to make sure he steps in the red bomb here. He does step in the red bomb. Beautiful pallet stun. Let's see, what does he do? He does break it. I need him to step in the bomb again, but I don't think he will. Oh! 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 I'm just using it for the distance at this point. I'm just trying to get away from Ripper. I'm just trying to get away from it at this point. Get away from me! But he's so fast. We're not going to be able to. Maybe bait? Oh my god. Well, he has a second Foggy Blade. It's whatever. Hopefully our teammate can take over something at force? I don't know. I gotta ping it. Where is it? What is it? I don't know the name of it. It's Lumberyard, right? Lumberyard. Hopefully someone finishes at some point. That was a pretty good kite. I mean, considering that without any warp, without any blink. Also, I think we still have this pallet here. Yeah, we still saved the good pallet here. So we can still keep using this area here. It also keeps us away from our teammates. Okay, that's not good. Bro just immediately died. I can't even do this cipher anymore. Now he can freely chase me, honestly. He could honestly chase me now if he wants. Okay, no, he's not going to go for it. He's just going to camp. Okay. But I really need someone to work on that cipher, because if I work on it, he's going to be able to very easily kill me. Without any abilities, without flywheel. I mean, Broken Windows is great. Broken Windows is exactly what you want against Ripper. Is he about to get double hit? Shoot, he's about to get double hit, so we're not even going to be able to use the page. No, or he can come for me. Okay, he's going to use the peeper. Man, but we're in so much trouble. Oh no, or he's going to leave. Why would he leave? Where's the peeper? I'm going to change target. So this guy still has a page up. He could help me work on the cipher machine. I think we should heal him instead, though. Or one of us would be nice. Oh, we got to get this heal off. Why am I healing so fast? Oh, imagine if he dropped right there. That would have been a smart play if he dropped right there, honestly. Okay. Well, we're almost for sure going to die. The problem is Wowling could die to a single chip hit. I got to help him out here. If necessary. I mean, I'm here if he needs it. Okay, he doesn't need it. He should be fine. We should be able to prime the cipher at that point. Magician said his cipher was 50 at the start of that rescue. Wildling to code the cipher. His cipher's only at 65? What happened? Oh, never mind. We got a body block then. Or he's gonna go for me? That's fine. I guess he lost. I guess he lost the what's his guy. I don't actually want to risk dying in basement. I'm gonna try to avoid dying at factory basement. So he just lost the explorer. I don't even have to worry about body blocking for him. Okay, yeah, now he finished it, but now we might die. I don't even think I reached this window in time. Yeah, we don't make it. That was a late pop. I feel like they shouldn't even pop at that point. Absolutely killed us. That was a really bad pop. Wasn't even worth it at that point. He swapped to warp. I guess that makes sense. He wants to travel back just in case. I don't have anything. I have nothing. Hopefully you can get the rescue off. Alright, well. We'll try to survive as long as we can. He might go around here. Yep, he is going around. We might need to dodge a foggy. No, he's not. He's not going for us. What? He still thinks I'm at the window? Okay, well, we're just going to get out of here a little bit. As many walls as we can put between him and us is better. I'm just going to vault this and make him longer to chair me. Alright. Should be able to get out here. Assuming he goes for the right gate. He is going for the right gate. Nice. Alright, didn't really matter. Thankfully, it didn't matter. Whew. That wowling at the start. Kiting that long of a time without using his first pig? Or did he use his first pig and he just couldn't get a single hit on him after he used his first pig and he got a second pig? I don't even know what happened early game. At some point we started getting chased and it was like, alright, whatever. We got away with it. Dude, that pallet area is a lot harder to use ever since they nerfed that wall. That wall being gone. Oh, I miss the old arms factory. I miss the old arms factory. Really weird white bomb at the start there, but knowing Ripper Blade's hitbox, it's too easy. It's too easy to hit me there going through that narrow entrance. Like, I could dodge it, but it's going to cause us to lose so much distance that we're just going to eat another Foggy Blade hit right after. So it's just not worth it. We can use the ball. We have lots of balls. Our cooldown is going to be what holds us back against Ripper, with his 9-second cooldown blades versus our 12-second bombs, and us having 4 bombs in a single kite. You can be very liberal with your bombs. Or liberal? Is that even the word? I don't even know what the word is. But you can use your bombs quite quickly with Ripper. You kind of have to. Otherwise, you're not even going to get a chance to use them all. You're going to go down on chair, and maybe you'll get a chance to use them, maybe you won't. You're kind of risking it, because then you might get farmed after every rescue. Yeah, I missed that wall. Good wall. Fortunate pallet stun, at least. Got a pallet stun on that good window. Good pallet. Listen up, liberal. I miss my wife and kids. What was Magician doing this whole time? I think Magician walked from his cipher to Forest cipher just for 10%. I guess it's because I said it was going to be decoded soon. So I guess he thought it was almost prime. But I meant that I meant that for it to happen before he started working on whatever cipher he was working on at Shack. I wanted him to start doing that cipher before he would start doing Shack. But no, I think what happened first is he did a lot of Shack, and then once he hits 50% on Shack, then he realized, oh, I should actually be doing Forest. And he went to Forest, and Forest is just 10% behind, ahead of Shack at that point. At that point, it would have been faster to keep doing Shack. Especially with Accelerated. He had Accelerate on him. You decode 30% faster with Accelerated. Sorry if it's been asked before, but what do you use to stream? No, that's a great question. Alright, so I have a long history of using things to stream, but the best thing that I've used to stream is a capture card. Any capture card will do. The specific brand that I have is Elgato, and it's this one. If you're thinking about what specific kind of Elgato capture card, then it's HD60S. All the wires you need come in the box. The only downside of using this is that it costs $120. And I just had my dad buy this for me years ago at this point. So that at the very least, when you buy this thing, you can trust it's not going to go bad for years. And it's still very good. The only thing that's damaged at this point is my adapter. The Apple adapter that I use, which I might have to get a new one because the wire is kind of like, you know how the Apple wires are. They kind of break at the edge. Where you charge your device, and you know how it is with Apple. So that's the only issue, really. That's really the only issue I've had. The capture card, everything with the wires is great. They're durable. It's just a lot of money. So if you go this route, you have to like commit to streaming. You have to commit to actually being a YouTuber. And even then, I wouldn't even call what I do commitment. Like, this isn't hardly commitment for me. That's what I use. If you're wondering what I used in the past, I used to use Omelet Arcade, which was a app. It was like an app in the App Store that you used to be able to get. And I say used to because it's off the App Store now. It doesn't exist anymore. I don't know why, but now it's not around anymore. So there's literally nothing to stream using an app from the App Store. You can use Streamlabs, and Streamlabs is okay. I haven't gone back to it in a long time, but back when I used it, it was not good. It was way worse than Omelet Arcade. But even at the time, Omelet Arcade would randomly disconnect. Your stream would it would give you a message while you were streaming that your stream has suddenly stopped and you need to restart the stream. It was like a battery notification in the middle of your match too, so sometimes you might even die if you were in the middle of kiting on top of that. So that was great. I mean, also Omelet Arcade just wasn't even the best quality to begin with. I mean, obviously it's like an in-app streaming software, alright? It's not like hardware where I'm holding the thing in my hand and I can wire up every single thing. But it's a lot. It's annoying to stream mobile. Because you got to use an adapter, right? How do I get this capture card? How do I get the wires into my device? I use an adapter. I use an adapter to do that. So that way, when I'm using this adapter, I'm not able to just stream. I'm also able to charge and also use other USB ports. So let's say maybe I want to actually, instead of stream, I want to actually move files and videos between my iPad and my computer, then I can actually do that with the same exact adapter, except instead I use like a different wire with a different port. Oh, he's already working on that stuff, and I can do a lot of things with the adapter. The adapter is really nice besides like just streaming, because I wonder if there's like another way you could stream using just like a USB-C port, which is what nowadays what most iPads are made out of. USB-C ports. Okay, you got her shocked. Ooh, rest in peace. Oh, rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Can we stop the dash here? No, we can't, because she's just going to fly. Oh, she did not mess it up. Okay. Hopefully he can rebound somehow. I don't think it'll be for long. And we're definitely going to heal up this guy. Yes, he does have an owl. Okay. I'm sure there's I'm actually not sure, but I'm thinking it might be possible to stream without the adapter if you just take a wire with a USB-C port side, connect it to the Elgato, which is, I don't even know what you call it. It's like that thing you put into the TV when you want to connect your Switch or your PlayStation 4. It's that kind of wire. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't actually know the name of it. I think it's called HDMI. I think it's an HDMI wire. Hunter's pursuing thief? No. I hate when people ping that. I hate when people ping Hunter's pursuing thief. Just don't ping who the hunter's chasing. You don't know where I am. You don't know where I am. You don't know what the hunter's about to do. Just ping us where the hunter is going. That's the best thing you can ping. When someone is dying on chair, or maybe a hunter's leaving someone and they're leaving you for, let's say, don't ping, oh, the hunter's chasing this person. That's not even true. Sometimes the hunter's just walking to that person. Doesn't mean that they might start getting chased. All that's important is you want to give a heads up. You want to give a heads up. Hey, the hunter's going in this direction. Let anyone who's there figure it out for themselves. If no one is there, then perfect. Okay, it's still extra info for us to know. But if someone is there, that's effectively the same thing as saying, oh, thief is about to get chased. Right? But it's not the same as saying thief is getting chased, because that assumes that everyone else can decode, which is not true, especially if I'm not in the middle of getting chased, especially if I don't even have a heartbeat. I don't even have a heartbeat. In fact, the heartbeat didn't even come to me. It left. So the best thing to do is just ping, oh, hunter's going to tent. I'm guessing that's where the Geisha went. Hunter's going to tent. Go to tent. Or not go to tent. Watch out for tent. Something like that. That's essentially what it means. Okay? And that's like the most important thing. Hopefully we get a nice chest item here, because yes, that is pretty good. Because the flashlight's going to be kind of mid. If we see a teleport after he gets chaired, I can rescue here. If we don't see a teleport, I'll just exit out the gate. We should be fine here, especially with the flywheel. We'll see, though. We'll see what she does. She's just using dashes for now. Oh, this is a little bit scary. I don't think we're going to go for the rescue at this point. We could also flywheel out. Alright, no need. I don't know how you info dump all the time mid-match, because I'm just decoding. It's a lot easier. But yeah, definitely better to almost always ping hunter is at this location. The only time it's worth ever pinging hunters pursuing someone is if that person's not pinging, and you know they're getting chased the whole entire first kite. Especially like first kite. You know the hunter's not going to leave their first kite. Most of the time. Unless you're that Ripper chasing a wildling from last game. But most of the time they don't leave their first target. And then that's fine to ping. But that's a ping you use when the person who's kiting is not pinging. Otherwise, you should just be pinging, okay, hunter's going in this direction, hunter's going in that direction, hunter's going this and there. So it's really giving better info about not just where the hunter is, but also a better idea of like what every survivor should be doing. If a survivor who's not at tent, but near tent, knows that the hunter's moving to tent, now they have an idea, oh, hunter's moving to tent, I should watch out here. I might be able to slip past the hunter if I just sneak past him, if I just hide on the side, or maybe just go to an area they weren't expecting. Not necessarily a hide, but just transition away, and sometimes the hunter might not even realize where you went. You could lose the hunter that way without you even necessarily hiding and risking it near them. That's the main thing you can do. But to ping that the hunter's pursuing someone when they don't even have a target is false information for the guy who you pinged the hunter's chasing. Like, that's not even true. All right? I'd rather know where the hunter is, not who the hunter's chasing, because that might not even be true. The hunter might not even chase me. All right? I'd rather know where the hunter is so I can better prepare for when the hunter is about to chase me. And also, everyone else who is not about to get chased, they're still susceptible to things like teleport, to things like warp, or to, in Geisha's case, they're susceptible to, I don't know, let's say Geisha flying in the air and using her butterfly to travel across the map, and now they're the ones getting chased. At the end of the day, unless the thief then pings, oh, the hunter is near me, you're not really going to know where the Geisha is, you're not really going to know where the hunter is. Our teammates are going to get this false impression that it's safe to decode, when really the hunter wasn't really chasing anyone, and they could at any point move and chase someone else. And while that's always the case, even when they're already pursuing someone, the point of that is that so people are prepared. People are prepared where a hunter is coming from, so they know, like, okay, in case the hunter swaps target, I know they're coming from this direction, okay? Rather than, oh, hunter's pursuing thief. Like, the hunter might not pursue thief forever. In fact, the hunter's not even on thief. So, very big difference there between those two pings. And I have that happen so often, especially one of my duos. One of my duos I used to play with would always love to ping that. And it's so bad. Just ping me where the hunter's going. Just ping me where the hunter's going, because so often they would ping that, and I wasn't getting chased. I didn't even get a heartbeat even 10 seconds later. They never went for me. The best thing to do is to ping the hunters moving in a certain direction. That's almost always the best thing. Because at any point, you never know, maybe Hunter finds someone else along the way. Alright, let's say maybe Hunter just kills someone at Factory on Arms Factory, and they are now walking to Shack. You ping that. You ping that, hey, the Hunter's moving towards Shack. Instead of pinging the person who is at Shack, hey, the Hunter's pursuing you, for starters, that's not true. And second of all, the person who's, let's say, between Factory and Shack, what happens if someone is between Factory and Shack and the Hunter sees them? Well, the Hunter's not going to stop going to Shack. They're going to start chasing whoever's in the middle. But if you ping the Hunter's moving towards Shack, then, assuming everyone knows where the Hunter already is, which they should if they just killed someone on chair, then they have an idea, oh, they're not just going to Shack, they're going to pass through middle. And we know that because we know the Hunter's at Factory, and if they're going to Shack, they're going to pass through middle. You see how much more helpful that is to the whole team? Not just to the guy who is getting warned at Shack, but to everyone else in between Shack and Factory. Then now everyone who is around Shack, or maybe in the path of Shack, now has extra info about what could happen. I mean, that's a great example. Maybe that's why I don't get chased that often when I have people ping that. Because maybe the survivor pings, oh, the Hunter's pursuing Thief. And as the Hunter's going to Thief's location, they find someone else that's better. And so they don't end up going for Thief because they just found someone else better along the same way. And so definitely would help to be more accurate with the pings. And just saying where the Hunter's going is a lot more helpful than being like, oh, Hunter's chasing you. Like, no duh, Sherlock. Hunter is chasing me. We want to know where the Hunter is. That's the thing that we need to know at all times as survivors. We can always ping our locations to each other, but we need to know where the Hunter's going. And that's something we can also do with our pings. And that's something that should be main priority with pings. We should be pinging where the Hunter is. Every once in a while, you're going to want to ping intentions, but the main way you're going to do that with pings is rescues. There's really only one way you can give an intention to someone about what you're about to do without voice chat. It's very hard to ping that you're about to support them. Like, where are you going to support them? Are you going to support them at this pallet, that pallet? When are you going to use the support? How much of the support are you going to use? How long are you going to help out? When should you help out? That's something that only the kiter would know. Like, when should you help out? Maybe there's a better time to help out. So it really depends. It changes from place to place. Oh yeah, absolutely. Doctor's annoying all the time. Anytime, especially with a hit and run Hunter. I completely get you. It's not just early game. Didn't mean to come off that way. Absolutely. All the time. He's always annoying. Or she's always annoying. You know what I mean, bro. I always ping Hunters heading to because I can't find the Hunters pursuing. Well, you know what? It's a happy accident. That counts. Oh, we're almost for sure going to get chased. I hate Sculptor kites. I think she broke the pallet. Is she? Hard to tell. Oops, she missed. No, don't give a basic hit already. Dude, I don't even have an owl yet. I don't have an owl. I just started this guy. Man, so much BS here happening with Sculptor. Unfortunate. Unfortunate use of the first owl. We haven't gotten any value out of our boost or anything. Man, that was such a bad kite. Maybe I should have just stayed at the pallets, and that maybe that would have been better. I probably should have just done that. Man, these broken windows, we can't get any value because we just have broken windows in this area that it's not that good, and they should not rescue. That was such a bad kite. I hate Sculptor. I really hate dealing with Sculptor. I can't even go to the pallet areas. I just get bombarded by 3 statues and a basic hit. They should not rescue this. I don't have any owls. Or maybe we can make it. I don't know. Swing, please? No, she didn't swing. Nah. We don't have any owls. Also, is someone decoding there? Oh, dog. Dog, we're running in the same spot. It doesn't even matter if it's basement. They should not rescue again. Maybe we should have died in basement on purpose. Yo, take us to basement. Okay, that'll make our life a little bit easier. If I needed more reason not for anyone not to rescue a basement, there we go. Man, that's really unfortunate. I really wanted to go to Shack, but someone spawned Shack. That's why I don't like when people spawn Shack on Leo's memory. Maybe I should have just gone Shack regardless, but should have. Usually rewatch your streams while I'm studying. Finally caught one. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, you caught a really bad time. Damn. I'm so bad at cutting Sculptor, dude. I should have just stayed at those 2 pallets, I guess. Like, we should have just stayed at those 2 pallets. Yeah, I know what we should have done now. We should have stayed at those 2 pallets. And then we should use our owl to reach God Corner. And that would have been a way better kite. Then we'd also have that window we can use. And we should have just stayed at those 2 pallets. That's what we should have done. But that's so annoying, dude. That's so unfortunate. That's just how it is sometimes. We don't even start with our ability immediately. So she can throw us off with all those statues. We don't have a counter to her using 4 statues at the start of the game. That's why I'm thinking like we should have stayed at the pallets. But if you stay at the pallets, you make the kite start sooner as well. But we don't have anywhere to go is the issue. Like Christmas trees are a really bad kiting area. Also, Basin was at Shack, which we didn't know until it's too late. Like Larry's pinged that way too late. Unless he pinged that at the start of the game, I just didn't see. But yeah, should have stayed at those 2 pallets and try to stall off for the owl. Also, that might have given us a chance to get a pallet boost at some point. And we would just have to... We'd basically have to go for the stun against Sculptor. That's what I should have done. Instead of going out in the open. Because if I go out in the open and use a garbage pallet, it makes it very easy for her to use statues. It makes it very easy for her to block me out with statues. And even if I reach that single pallet, single pallet is really bad. Should have just, honestly... We could have also stayed at it and got a vault, but then we risk a Terror Shock. Getting hit by more statues on the vault, too. Yeah. Or we could just not drop it and go for a stun. Literally anything would have been better there than what I did. Really unfortunate. Cheer has tied. She still shouldn't rescue that. There's no reason to rescue that. You give Sculptor presents so easily. The thing about Sculptor is you're not worried about so much about what happens in between the match. You're worried about what happens after she gets full presence. When she gets full presence, then it's like guaranteed damage on everyone. On every single person she chisels. There's no reason to rescue there. Also, what is the point of rescuing? You have to think about what is the point of rescuing. The point of rescuing the cheerleader right there, for her to rescue me right there, what you're doing right there is you're committing to a second rescue. Because what is the point of tied rescue basement? The point is to get you out of basement. But for you to get out of basement, you have to eat that tied hit. You have to eat the tied hit and then die away from basement. And then someone else is going to have to rescue you to make up for that basement rescue. That was the whole point of it. If you're not going to rescue again after the basement rescue, there was no point wasting the tide on the first rescue. That's the whole idea of a base and rescue. And maybe if it was like a different hunter, maybe if it's a hunter like, I don't know, that could travel around the map very easily if you don't rescue, maybe then you can make an argument. But it's Sculptor, so there is no argument. Not to mention the presence, and yeah, I would not have rescued there. There should be no rescues. That was just a bad kite to begin with. But if we're gonna look at what to do after a bad kite begins with, after that happens on the beginning of the match, you should not be rescuing. You should not be rescuing at all. Especially not basement. Even if that wasn't basement, I don't think I would have gone for that rescue if I was a cheerleader. You just have to go... You just have to decode. You just have to focus on the match at that point and make sure she doesn't get full presence. Because if you don't give her full presence, it's a lot harder for the first chase. And also our teammates are going to have their abilities, at least. Unlike me, who has no owl at the start. Also, the hunter didn't ban anything. Yeah, definitely don't feed Sculptor presents. Definitely not. Stressful? I wouldn't say stressful. It's not stressful. It's more like there's nothing you can do. If there's nothing you can do, there's nothing to be stressed about. You don't know why people do risky rescues when they won't benefit anyone? Because they don't think. They didn't think about it. They just went for it. They're like, oh, I have Tide, and Tide is good against Baseman. Let's go for it. They don't think about what happens afterwards. They don't think about what the Sculptor gains from it. They don't think about what the survivors lose from it. It really depends. It really depends on game to game. So it's not a simple choice. It's just easy for me because I played the game for so long at this point. For me, it's as simple as for me saying like, oh, just don't do that. Right? Because I already know. But for other people who haven't played the game as long, they're going to be like, well, I don't know what to do. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. There's no one there to tell them, you know. But yeah, I don't think we should have rescued there to begin with. First rescue, should definitely not rescue there. Not even second rescue. Second rescue, definitely. Even without basement, there's no reason to rescue there again. Hunter is moving towards Shack. Is she going to use the page? Also, that is so unlucky there that we immediately got a purple soul at the start of the match. Dying to full present Sculptor from far away is embarrassing? Not really. It's basically a guaranteed hit. As long as they're not bad. You can definitely mind game it. But that's just what it is. It's a mind game. It's not guaranteed. Do you think Puppeteer Doc Batter is a good 4-stack comp? You should really put a Rescuer on that team. You're going to want a Gravekeeper on there. Or first officer at the bare minimum. Batter could be good. I would swap out the Puppeteer for a Rescuer. Cheer is fine, but you don't have good Cheerleader synergy with removing abilities. That's the whole point of Cheerleader. What makes Cheerleader so good is that you're able to cut down cooldowns. Someone... Oh, I never actually finished answering that question. Someone earlier at this stream asked me, Psyche, what's a good survivor to consistently get 25? That's not really something you can plan around, because think about it. The only time Cheerleader's ever supporting is if a survivor doesn't really have much to work with anymore. Stuff that can make distance is generally the best, so something like Acrobat or Patient if anyone plays that, but let's not assume that because Patient's not great to play. So let's just say something like Acrobat. If he has a ball left or two, and maybe a flywheel, then something like that would be good for Cheerleader to help out with, but you can't ever assume someone's going to ever survive to 25. That's not really a realistic possibility. You need survivors to have abilities, and if you're supporting them with abilities, then what are you doing, right? You should be more so letting them cut on their own at that point. And only doing it if like they pass by you and maybe the kite's like halfway through and you have an idea of like what's going on. Like how badly do they need your help? And can they survive with the remaining items that they have? Like, you may as well help out in a situation like that. But it's almost never that you're getting 25. The main way Cheerleader is good is you're going to be cutting down on that cooldown. What is he doing? This is very risky here. I don't like this. He's just going for basic hit. I'm running out of time here. I'm just going to have to give it to her last second. Ooh, that was a really bad page. I don't know why she's using her page if I'm watching her. Why is she using that? We still need... Do we still need one more cipher or two more ciphers? Is Big Boat done? Big Boat can't be done. I did build ciphers. Yeah, Big Boat's not done. How is Big Boat still not done? I just spent 20 seconds staring at someone. Okay, well, whatever. I'll grab some owl. You never know when it might be helpful. It's honestly amazing that they're still surviving this long. I guess the journalist is body blocking with her little bros really well. Dude, the little girl icon is above journalist's head because there's just no space. Okay, did the little bro die? Nice, I guess we'll take it. You know, the funny part is, even though I just spent 20 seconds staring at the hunter and then another like 10 seconds staring at them for 20% of an owl, I'm still ahead of priestess. Somehow, some way, I'm still ahead of priestess's decoding this game. Wait, is she about to teleport away? No way. Oh my god, you're crazy. I mean, we're... that's just a code, I'd say. Okay. We'll see how this goes. This is not going to be an easy rescue. Oh, actually, if he's not going to chair upstairs... I think he was trying to chair upstairs. But if he's not going to chair upstairs, that's going to make things a lot easier. That way he's not going to be able to try to get a no recovery hit on us at the staircase. Okay, or... Okay, so let me get this straight. Priestess ignored my corner cipher that I left for her and just did a new cipher. Okay, that explains a lot why our deco was so behind. Okay, he doesn't have teleport anymore. We don't... Or he doesn't have the option of trump card, so we don't have to worry about doing separate gates. And he just surrendered anyway after he missed. God damn. That priestess assumed I would finish my cipher, I guess. I left that cipher for her, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know what the point of the long portal was. She made a long portal for literally no reason. Is she worried that she's going to get teleported on her cipher and needs a long portal to escape? I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. Yeah, Journalist absolutely carried. Journalist is a very good survivor against Axway, but Journalist absolutely carried. She did her job. Yeah, we deserve to lose that match. At least I deserve to lose that match. My teammates didn't, really. Yeah, the little girl using her abilities when the seer's watching her. Like, you literally see that I'm watching you now. You get an icon for it. It's hard to be in range of the cheerleader with distance ability, then how else are you going to survive? What other survivor do you use nowadays where it's viable? I guess Puppeteer wouldn't be a bad combo for cheerleader. It's not really about the survivor nowadays, because almost every survivor is going to use their abilities after the chair. There's really no way for them to survive for 20 seconds. Unless, there is one way, unless the chair is carrying Tide. Which I'm kind of surprised that the cheerleader wasn't trying to cheer me after that rescue. Or maybe she was and I wasted it. Ah, I wasted it. I wasted to try to get to the window. I didn't make it. She was. I think that was her idea. I didn't even think about that. Nah. That's probably what she was trying to do. Well, yeah, that's the main way you're going to hit 25. But that's not really what you're using cheerleader for. The best way to use cheerleader as a support role is for those small speed buffs. Those are really nice. Those go a long way. Don't underrate those. Those are very strong. And the other way is the cooldown removal. Removing the cooldown off survivor abilities is a very strong ability. That is essential for hunters like Opera Singer, who just put pressure on you so fast that it's faster than you can get your cooldowns off of your abilities. So it's really important in a situation like that to have Cheerleader. Cheerleader is also just very good at making survivors like Composer get their abilities back quicker, Postman get his letters back quicker. Survivors with decently long cooldowns, Airplanist is another great example. That's what Cheerleader combos well with. Cheerleader is not going to combine well with stuff that doesn't have long cooldowns. Doctor has no cooldown. Puppeteer has no cooldown. Batter is good. That's a good combo. That's a good one, though. So when someone has asked me Cheerleader, Batter, Puppeteer, Doctor combo, I see it. I see the strat there. It's not a bad idea. You have Batter, Harass, Doctor, Healing. At any point, Cheerleader can reset the Batter while she's decoding. Or maybe, you never know, maybe Cheerleader is the one who helps out a survivor when something's going on. Maybe she passes by a survivor that's kiting and she helps him out, gives him a speed buff. Maybe that there's a situation where it really does make sense to go for the 25, right? And maybe you think they can survive long enough. Maybe they have like even one ability. Maybe that's enough. Maybe one good palette plus one good ability use could be enough for that 25. I would probably cut on the puppeteer though, yeah. Because I like the doctor, I like the batter, I like the cheerleader. I love the synergy between batter and cheerleader there. We're removing the ability cooldowns. That's very good. For something like batter, nowadays, dude, batter has such a hard time removing his cooldowns on those bats because you can't even turn off rage anymore. You can't choose when to save your balls nowadays. Rage itself is pretty short. And then the bat cooldown is 12 seconds instead of 10 seconds. So if you use the bat to save yourself, it's just that much more unlikely that you're going to be able to reuse the bat if they go back to the survivor. I wonder if this is even worth the rescue. It wasn't a bad kite, but I'm scared that this is not going to be a safe rescue. Okay, nice. She messed up. Nice. She didn't hit me. Well, let's make sure she doesn't hit us by using the watch for a third time there. I mean, there we go. We did our job. In fact, that's actually better than a regular job. We could rescue again, hypothetically. I don't think it's worth it. Or she just didn't do a long enough kite to make it worth going for a second rescue. If we had some really good support on the team, like maybe a batter or something like that, it might be worth it. But we don't have any way to help her survive besides a postman. This mechanic's also not going to be able to finish the cipher just on her own. So I'm going to help out a little bit, and then we're going to leave. There's no way someone's going for the rescue. We're not going for the rescue. I already pinged we're not rescuing. I don't know if she's going to be able to finish that cipher on her own. I don't think she will. Now that I think about it. Whatever. If we need to, we can come back to it. Or Fair Lady can come back to it. Yeah, she's not going to be able to finish it. Unless the bot just doesn't get a calibration now. Maybe it won't get a calibration. Who knows? Oh my god, it didn't get a calibration. Nice. So we do end up finishing it. Barely. That's why I helped out her cipher. And even then, it was still really close. Okay, Hunter deployed a patroller. Yikes. So yeah, if I were to adjust that team comp, the only thing I would adjust is Puppeteer. If you're going to ban... Especially if you're going to ban Opera, Shadow, Goman. If those are going to be the 300s you ban, you don't need Puppeteer anymore. You don't need Puppeteer. There's just better options than Puppeteer. Like that rescue that I was talking about. It would just make your team just overall more solid. That's the main thing. Just overall more solid, regardless of what happens if someone gets a basement or something like that. Now it doesn't really matter. You have someone to safely rescue. There's no way, dude. There's no way. Okay, I need to stop talking. It doesn't really matter because we have a cipher being decoded on the other side of the map, but that is really annoying. So we can just take over this cipher. It's not the end of the world. It's like we have another cipher that there's nothing she can do about. But I do gotta watch out here. And I'd like to save this watch, if possible. With this window boost, it should make it a lot easier. She killed the robot? Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna prepare for gate now. Yes, she is coming towards us. Dungeon is at North Bridge. Okay. We can get this. We can absolutely get this. I'm gonna put her in recovery first. The Fair Lady's right here. I don't know how that happens where I'm pinging the whole time where the hunter is and somehow people still run towards me. Okay. That was a really bad letter. Why would he give me that? I already know where the... Oh no! Fucking no, bro. Like I said, I need to stop talking. I didn't even realize I just walked into another puddle. Also, what was that watch? That was such a bad watch. I didn't even realize I walked into another puddle. I'm focusing on why he's sending me a... Why was he sending me a letter when I already know where dungeon is? Great. Well, I made that very easy for her. Now we're gonna lose. I don't know, dude. I don't know why this Fair Lady is going on the same gate that I'm cutting on. Why doesn't she go to the gate that Postman is pinging on? Why doesn't she do that? I don't know. I don't even have Tide. Oh, he got bit. Nice, free rescue. We're just gonna need a... I guess die. No, the hunter has insolence. I can't even get 90. Why is Postman here? Good question. I don't know. I guess he didn't want to risk losing. I mean, he's here because we're both knocked down. That's why. Hopefully she can survive. Can she survive? Man, I really wish I didn't waste my watch. Yeah, the Persona 5 Fair Lady curse. Always these Fair Ladies, bro. Sagi, how do you think they could buff... Oh. Oh, we might be dead now. Hmm. Can someone explain why she's still trying to go for the same exact gate? Can someone explain? How do you think they could buff Little Girl? I think it's hard for them to do so. I think it's hard for them to do so due to her... Oh, Hunter's on me. Okay, we could still tie this. Due to her back-cutting abilities being in trade for connecting to another survivor and being able to teleport. That's exactly why they can't really buff her. They need to rework her. That needs to be... Either they remove that and give a different support ability that just doesn't just involve leeching on someone. That's really the only way I can think of them doing something. Man, that's such a shame. We actually could have gone dungeon if she wasn't here. If she wasn't here, dude, we actually could have gone dungeon. At least we tied. I'm glad we at least tied, but why is she going for this gate? Why are we going for this gate? They should make her page cancel attack recovery again. I don't know why people care so much about that, if I'm being honest. I don't think people should care about that. A good little girl's never gonna do that. Why is everyone so hung up over the fact that her pages don't cancel recovery anymore? Why are people hung up over that? If it was a good little girl, they would never do that. And if it's a bad little girl, then they're still gonna die even without canceling recovery. Like, why are we stressing? Why are we stressing? If the little girl doesn't know how to use pages, she's going to die fast anyway. When you trade an ability for a basic hit and you still got hit even though you use your ability, 90% of the time, that kite is still going to be like 60 seconds long or maybe shorter. Because you put yourself on a cooldown just for the hunter to get a free hit on you anyway. Like, it's still a game-losing kite almost always at that point. I don't know why we're stressing about that. That was just a quality of life fix. A good little girl. Well, if they know how to play little girl. You guys know what I'm saying. For them to buff Little Girl, they do need to do something about the leech ability. Because right now, they can't really do anything about it. It's the same reason they can't buff the robot decode speed. As long as mech can do ciphers on chair, they can't buff it. I would really like them to buff it. And I would really like them to turn mechanic into more of a main decoder by giving her bot buff back. And just not allowing her to use it on chair. So it rewards... hiding, it rewards kiting more rather than just mindlessly dropping the bot on the field and then just decoding any amount with it. I think that would be a lot more interesting for mechanic. That you're rewarded if you hide, if you rotate the hunter well with better decode. Because right now it's more like, oh, in tournaments, if you want a safe tie, you just drop the bot. Most hunters like GoMan can't easily deal with that bot. And then you just have free decode on the map. Like, that's a very boring way to play. And that mech doesn't have anything to Kai with now. Otherwise, she might have saved that bot. If there was a reason to try to Kai with mechanic in tournaments and actually try to get a winning Kai, but there really isn't. The hunters are just so strong, and the bot decode is just almost always more consistent. Like, it's like that. It's the same situation. You can't really buff the decode of either mech or the doll as long as the mech can use the doll on the chair. It's just not fair for the hunter. Like, that doll can go for a free rescue. That doll can decode. The hunter is limited by the fact that there's a fifth survivor that's always active. I would really like them to rework mechanics so you just can't use the bot on chair. Because the biggest issue with Mechanic comes from the fact that you can use the bot on chair. That's the biggest problem with Mechanic. That's why it's so hard to balance her. But it won't be if they just do that. Then you can buff the bot decode and make up for that fact. So that it rewards hiding. It rewards actually surviving. It rewards the point of a decoder, which was to avoid the hunter, rather than just dropping the bot and just being bait, which is what Mechanic is right now. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. You can go for good body blocks with the bots, don't get me wrong, but even if you do, Mech herself doesn't have that great of a decoder warrant to doing that. You could, but then very often if you use both bots very quickly, some hunters like Q.is, it might be worth just leaving you at that point and going to chase someone else with their insolence, with their blink. It really does depend. Not every hunter can do that, of course. Most hunters can't. I don't know. It's a difficult thing to balance. I would start off with not letting her use it on chair, though. I think that'd be a good start. Is this the same furrow lady? I hope it's not. It honestly might be. We suspiciously see Pharaoh and Mech, just like we saw last game. And on top of that, the Mech is again taking a really bad spawn. Like, what is the thought process behind this spawn? Like, what was the thought process behind Bridge? I don't get it. To throw off the hunter can still walk towards her. I'm not really understanding this plan. I guess she'd rather be on the southern part of the map with pallets rather than the northern part of the map with windows. I guess that's the logic. But I would rather spawn middle, and then you can rotate the hunter from any direction. You can go in any direction and kite wherever you want. Rather than limiting yourself to the southern part of the map or northern part of the map. I mean, I doubt the hunter will teleport on me, but just in case, it's always nice to be safe. With 2 decoders on the map, it's unlikely. Yeah, Mech's already getting chased. I'm pretty sure Mech already dropped a robot too. This Mech is just going for the tie strat with Mech, where you just drop the bot and you don't even worry about kiting with the bot. This is almost for sure the same people. No, she actually did hold on to the bot. I don't know why. Well, maybe it did go down, actually. Maybe she did. I don't know what happened. I could have sworn she already used her bot one time, but maybe it's the second time. Maybe it's the first. Who knows? Bro, look at how they massacred Mercenary. My poor guy. Rest in peace. He doesn't have his umbrella up, does he? Otherwise, she's going to be in trouble with this window. Okay, he's just vaulting. Can I ping that to my teammates, please? I wish there was like a ping inside my pings. Okay, wanted order. That's whatever. It's just Wu Chang, not the end of the world. Ooh, lucky bell. Talk about a lucky bell, dude. It's whatever. We got blink out. That was an extremely lucky bell, though. Extremely lucky. I don't think we're gonna reach her anymore. Probably not gonna be able to win this game now because of the double hit. Do you think Mercenary needs a buff? I don't think Mercenary needs a buff. I think the top S tier hunters need a nerf. Ooh. Wow. I don't know what was going on there. That fair lady really overcommitting to body blocking a mech with no ability Sakai with. Interesting. I can't say much though, because I've been playing like a random these last 2 matches as well. That's the worst bit about it. I'm just gonna have to wait for this next cipher to pop. Brother, what are these donations? Who's doing these donations? Mommy8403 or 8043. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Yes, Mommy8043 is here. Bro, who is Mommy8043? Who got their mommy here? Oh, dude, now she's stealing decode. Can we stop that, please? I guess I'll leave her, and I'll let her keep doing it. Nope, not anymore. Oh, these names. Dude, why is she going to rescue? Oh my god, whatever. I guess we're doing the cipher. It's gonna work out here. Man, but with a soul siphon. Still chasing us. Not anymore. No, he might. Nope. Psyche is not dead on chair. I don't know what Pharaoh is doing. Hopefully she's not getting seen right now. Thanks for the ping. Thanks for the heads up. Wasted my time opening a chest for nothing. I love how our dead on chair person was rushing a cipher machine. Awesome. Just exactly what I want to see. He has to pressure the cipher. He can't go after her anymore. Looks like he's gonna do it anyway. I could get soul siphoned here. I gotta be careful. No, okay, he already used Umbrella. Well, he used it, but he's gonna have it back. It's just a 5-second cooldown. Oh, she's dead. I mean, actually, she survives somehow. I think he's trying to hit her in the invisibility. It's not working. Alright. Can Mommy8043 be modded? I'm sorry, I don't think so. But thank you for the $2. Yeah, she is. She's been playing good, but her game sense has been awful. Her game sense is really bad. That's like a great example of like her raw skill is very good there. Her raw skill is very good there, but she's putting herself in situations she should never be forced to do that in. Is that actually the same couple? That is the same people, man. Alright, we're gonna let those two match. And yeah. Dude, this session's still not available? Alright. I'm gonna go quickly use the bathroom, bro. I don't know what to say about these matches. Three. 1, 2, 3. Psyche Mama says, wash your hands. We're not doing this again, guys, bro. I'm not doing this again. You guys had one stream with it. I'm not doing it again. Alright, bro. I'm done. I'm done. We just got the best player in NAU. We just got the best player in NAU. Oh my god, guys. We're going to Koa. We're going to Koa. We just got the best survivor right here. Yeah. Who would have guessed they would go there? Who would have guessed? I didn't guess, guys. Who would have known? Who would have known? I didn't know. The synergy's about to go crazy. Seer Pharaoh Lady. Unbelievable, dude. I could kite as Doctor that I barely play, and I'd probably kite longer than whatever they're gonna do. guess it's not so bad. They didn't die instantly. It's Wu Chang though, to be fair. Standards are lower. Might be teleport Wu Chang. Could be. Okay, it's not teleport in the end. He had blink the whole time. Couldn't get a single blink off. That was a pretty damn good cut, I'm not gonna lie. He wants to get healed? Okay, no, it doesn't make sense for either of us to go. Okay, this guy's pretty confident that I'll have the Cypher primed. I don't know about that. Looks like this guy's getting cut off right now. I guess he's going to help, maybe? Probably. Yeah. Bruh. Literally tapped that pad last millisecond. Well, at least she kited, but I'm still gonna wait. You're gonna go now, take care of Etta. Etta Vilaf? You guys gotta get some English names over here. Etta Vilaf. Villalf? To school. Alright. Have a good day at school. This early game really sucks if you wait for presents and blink, you get Cypher rushed. You still get it before the first 3 ciphers are done. Like, it takes 80 seconds to do a Cypher, you get blink at 60. Your name isn't English. Sure, Alpha Creature. V-Lulf. Okay. I'm trying to look here at how that makes any sense, but never mind, I guess not. It really is just another language. Is there another language? At this point, I don't even know. The chances are you get a perfect blink at 60 is kind of rare. You don't need a perfect blink. 65 will do. 70 will do as well. 90% of the time, survivors are not doing the ciphers instantly. And on top of that, you're assuming they're doing them non-stop when you're playing Wu Chang. So if you didn't use your umbrella right away, and at any point someone pings Hunter change target, then people are going to get off their ciphers. So you have more time than just 80, to be honest. Even by default, even if you're not Wu Chang, you have more than 80. People are not going to do their ciphers immediately in most of the cases. The only person who can is like the person who's furthest from the hunter, most likely not to get chased. So that might be like a rescuer, since hunter's almost never walking towards middle directly. Even then, though, some of the times there's not a cipher immediately at middle. They might have to walk 10 seconds, 8 seconds, something like that. Dude, what happened to the music? Music's dead. Michi, that was you? Well, that was you with the mommy account? Dude, you weird. Why are you so weird with the mommy? Welcome to stream, Maple Leaf. How you doing? I'm just gonna wait for the next match right here before we do another queue. I can't see a strategic reason to play Wu Chang. The other hunters are better. Well, you read my mind exactly. That's exactly why no one plays Wu Chang. Seki, I can't lie. You're pretty fun to watch. You don't flop as much as Zeus. Dog, what did Zeus do? What is Zeus doing every single match that is that bad? Is Zeus live right now? I hate how I have to write Zeus IDV or else it doesn't find him. You're totally not arrested streamer. Wrong, you're! Bro doesn't even know English as his first language. Is it his first language? It's probably his first language. Dude, Zeus is crazy. Is Zeus actually on the leaderboard right now? Where is Zeus? He's trying to hit 50 stars. Bro, why are people still no-lifing rank? Guys, go to school. COVID just ruined these people's brains. It just doesn't exist. It's shrunk. Bro, rest in peace. Poor Zeus. I haven't watched Zeus. Zeus gets touched by Percy-Knight Ripper and messes up so much. Well, it happens. It happens. The question is, how often does it happen? It wasn't the right Yor. Oh, wait, it's the right Yor. It is the right Yor. Never mind. My brain's a little behind today. I'm sorry, guys. Although he still misspelled totally. Trump card Ivy won by doing nothing. Bro, we still can't start? They instantly find a match? Brother, are you waiting for me? Are you waiting for me? Or did they just do one match? It's just him commentating on probably Koa. Man, that's boring. I mean, it's boring for me. I don't even watch to begin with. Yeah. It is just commentating over, looks like Chinese gameplay. Chinese Koa gameplay looks like. ZQ versus GG. Oh, man. Bro, no wonder they got this Discord server. Bro, listen up, guys. There's this Discord server for IDV content creators where every single month they do like not really a challenge, but more of like a incentive with money for you to do whatever type of video they want. And right now the options are like a stereotype video about a certain main. The other option is like a compilation of your most epic moments. And then the last one is like Matador. Either like Matador funny moments or like a Matador guide. And I think I might see why they might be doing this. Like they just want some originality in the YouTube community for English. God damn. Like no hate on Zeus, but I see what you guys are saying with the IDV YouTube being so oversaturated with the exact same videos. I mean, bro, I'm looking at just the intros and outros. Just the intro and outros, 3 minutes long each, is just him and Zeus standing in his room. There's no like edited together compilation of the most key moments, or like on the outro maybe what I would expect is like him going over the most key moments that defined a match or something like that. It's just him talking in a room and standing there. I guess it makes sense for the intro, but outro, come on, you got to do something there. And I mean, everything in between is just talking over a game that happened. You know, anyone can watch that game. Do you think B4U could make it to playoff from Group D? I don't know anything about the groups. I haven't been checking in on anything. I'm like the worst person to ask anything about competitive Identity 5 that's outside of North America. Because I just don't watch it. I don't watch it without or with Zeus commentary. I'm just not interested in it. So I guess I'm not really the right audience for Zeus anyway. So I'm not really the person he should be listening to. But I just don't like watching it. I just find it boring. Every once in a while you can learn something new. I think it's more for your coaches. Like that's what I leave my coach to do. I'm not too invested in watching the gameplay because I'm more invested in trying to play the game and get better at the game rather than watching other people play the game and stressing out about what they're doing and trying to copy what they're doing. Trying to focus on what they're doing is like, it's fine. You can focus on the survivors and the strategies behind it, but I think some people get really too nitty gritty in exactly what each person does. I get it. I get it. You got to know the meta. You got to know the comps. You got to know the builds. I'm not gonna lie, we didn't have very good picks when we did our matchup against Omni. Like Novelist, when it's an obvious shadow, is not a good pick, but we just went with what's comfortable. In an ideal world, if Numer was comfortable, we would not go Novelist or something like that, or was comfortable with anything. I mean, little stuff like that. But if we're talking an ideal world, it doesn't really. We can play any Survivor in ideal world. I just think sometimes people get too caught up on the details of Koa matches. That's the one thing why I don't like watching it. Because I hear people, I see people be like, oh my god, Psyche Fairlady tied or something like that was played in Koa, or like, oh my god, Violence was played in Koa. Like, it's not that important, guys. Oh, Sprinter made an Ivy guide? Ivy Masterclass Part 2. He's got to work on his thumbnails, but I love how he's putting out guides. We need a hunter guide out there, a hunter guide channel. Who is it, by the way? It's Qist, I think, right? We might get chased here. We don't have a Cypher here, unfortunately. I actually was hoping we'd have a Cypher. Just so we can use these garbage pallets here with our shovel rather than use the good ones with our shovel. I find that it's a little bit better, but it's alright. Also, it just takes longer to walk to the Cypher. Why was his first part only 1 minute long? Sprinter, why are you uploading a 1 minute video?
I used entire kit. In 24 hours, I will release part 2 showing you exactly how to play her in depth.
Oh, so he's just showing what the abilities do. Okay. Dog, maybe I should take some notes, because I made a video that's 31 minutes long covering 300s, and he made a video 1 minute long covering 100. That video was extremely long. Maybe I should have shortened it. So I think he might use the suck ball. There it is. I'm surprised he's using that on on me and not the prisoner. If I was him, I'd be more worried about the kite that's happening right now rather than stopping a single cipher machine for a few seconds. What is a few seconds going to do in the long run if my other two teammates are still decoding like crazy? He should have used that on the prisoner. Maybe he was really confident he killed the prisoner, and then the prisoner maybe did something crazy that he wasn't expecting. I mean, I say that I did a 31-minute video covering 300s, but then if you think about it, Spencer did a 31-minute video right afterwards covering just Ivy. But he actually covered the strategy of it, and then he managed to shove all the abilities down into 1 minute. I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's that much with Ivy in terms of on the surface, right? How much is there really? I wish we'd be able to decode the cipher. We can't though. We could decode a little more, but we're just not going to beat it on time. He's just going to set up another connection. Okay, free rescue. I'll absolutely take it. And he's going to hit the shovel? Good. That shovel is basically worthless. I mean, it's not worthless, but I think the shovel's worth less than him trying to immediately kill the prisoner right there. We're going to decode on this side of the cipher machine so that if he uses a suck ball, we can more easily walk away from it than if we're like decoding on this side. This is safe right now because he already used the suck ball, by the way. See, it's right there. Obviously, don't try to show examples in the middle of matches like that if it might cost you your life. Also, he got caught by that suck ball like 10 seconds after it got placed. That's so sad. Okay, this time we're not going to use the shovel. There's no need to now that the cipher's primed. I like that we're going to be full health here though. That way we can go for the rescue again if needed, or it just, you know, gives more time to the decoder to decode their cipher machines. He's probably going to swing randomly now because I touched the chair. Hello? You're not? Okay. It's actually kind of nice that he hit me there and not the prisoner. Hold up, he might still come for us? No. It's actually really nice that he hit me there because the prisoner got a few seconds to run there before we popped the cipher, where otherwise he would have just been sitting there knocked down waiting for the cipher to happen. Although he does miss out on the hit boost a little bit. Assuming that the pop is instant. Yeah, it's good that Sprinter made a longer guide, especially for a Grey Hunter like Ivy. That's a lot of people struggle with. Nice, got the Gravekeeper glitch. Does absolutely nothing. Yeah, so that is like a great example right there of just more great content in the ID5 community that we could get. I didn't watch it yet, so I can't tell you how much I like it. I might not like it that much. But it's a hell of a lot better than most other IDV videos that you'll see recommended. You're the prisoner there? GG's, that was an amazing kite, my man. You did amazing. You don't see that every day. Thank you so much for that kite. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Just to say that. I guess, thank you. I appreciate you, my man. That was a great kite. Sprinter nerfing Ivy for NAU. I don't think a lot of Survivor mains are going to watch it, unfortunately. I think it's going to be mainly Hunter mains. That's kind of the problem, is that a lot of people are very hell-bent on how to improve at Survivor. No one who wants to improve at Survivor ever searches up how to play Hunters. That's the most important thing in this game, actually, is that if you don't know how hunters work, you can't be a good survivor. There's no get good at identify trick. I mean, yeah, you can learn how to use pallets better, you can use windows better, but if you're using a pallet that is normally very good against Wu Chang and then really bad against Geisha, you're just gonna die. You're just gonna die, and it's like you never watched that video, that guide on Survivor in the first place, because that guide on the Survivor doesn't teach you how to get better against specifically Geisha. In fact, doesn't even teach you anything about any hunter in general. Just kind of be like, okay, you want to go to this area if it's like a hunter who's generally something in this area, right? If this area's strength is tall walls, then you want to try to use it, right? You try to use it against hunters who rely on being able to see you to be able to get their damage in, like maybe Ripper or Axeboy, something like that. And not areas with short walls where it's very easy to see you, you know? Even something like that is very specific for a Survivor guide. No Survivor guide is ever going to cover that. Not even my Survivor guide, I think, covers that. It's very general. There's so much to cover about Survivor. The real way to get good at Survivor is you need to know every hunter individually. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Most hunters are pretty good survivors because they'll know the routes that did them dirty. They'll know the routes that messes them up. They'll see the times that they had a survivor kite them really good, and they'll be like, oh, I should use that route. I should plan around that route. And by planning around that route, they not as, maybe by accident or as a side effect, they then internalize that route. Because if you're planning around a certain survivor route that really does good against you and trying to think of counters against it, you're internally going to remember that route. You can't counter it if you don't know what the route is. Once you know the route, then you can start studying how to counter it, but before that, you learned what the route was. And now you become a better survivor out of it. I mean, I say this all the time. Every time I play Survivor and I play Hunter, I feel like I learn a little bit about the hunters that I play, and I become a better survivor out of it. But I have to play the Survivor, and I have to play Hunter to understand both sides. Maybe Hunter's not necessarily they need to play Survivor that much, the same way I don't need to play Hunter that much. But just enough to know the general idea, what it looks like to play as that Hunter, is the general idea. Seeing their ability cooldowns, seeing how long it takes for them to do stuff, really feeling every millisecond of an attack recovery, or the pallet stun, or how long it takes to break a pallet. Really feeling every millisecond will make you a better survivor, so that when you do those things against them, any basic thing, take a hit, drop a pallet, vault a window, and they do the same thing, you'll have a better understanding of, wow, this hunter did that really fast. Or, oh wow, they're really slow at this. I should probably not be breaking this pallet, pallets as hunters in general. As this hunter in general, I mean, because every hunter is a little bit different, of course. And you'll internalize that, you'll remember that. So that when you play Survivor, you'll remember, hey, if I can force this hunter to break pallets, and they're really slow at it, then that's what we want to do. Or maybe you play Axeboy and you realize you can never get a consistent soul hit if survivors keep blocking your vision with tall walls. Something like that. Something like that is very hard to visualize when you only play Survivor, but very easy to realize when you start playing Axeboy. Even just a few games of Axeboy, you don't need to be the world's best Axeboy to be like, wait a second, even if, like, yes, maybe you're so bad at Axeboy that you can't hit a survivor even if they're in the open. But at least you know where they are. You realize that when you're in tall walls, you're like, oh man, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I'm taking like a shot in the dark here if I use this soul. And if you keep playing Axeboy, maybe you'll realize counters to that. Maybe you'll realize how to get around that. You know, it's good. It's good to keep focusing and looking into better and better ways to get better and better at a hunter, so that when you play the survivor, you'll realize there's a counter to those tall walls. Like, instead of using the soul so blindly, you can be more patient, right? So that when you play survivor, you're going to expect the Axeboy to also be patient. Every single time you figure out a counter, there's almost always a counter to that counter. And so if you just spend a little time learning the counter to that counter, you'll have a plan in the case that the hunter already knows what your original plan was. Like, you'll have a plan B for your plan A. Like, if your plan was to use tall walls and the hunter knows how to be patient around those tall walls, you'll now be aware, oh, okay, they're being patient. Now I should probably focus on the soul's hitbox, right? If I study the soul's hitbox, I can start learning how to dodge it. And you'll better learn the soul's hitbox if you play Axeboy as much as possible and realize how generous or how ungenerous the soul hitbox is sometimes. So, and, you know, by playing Exploit, you get to see those moments a lot more. Because obviously, if you're playing Exploit, you're using the soul a lot. As opposed to playing as Survivor, you never go against Exploit. You never play Exploit. So then, you're going to be all over the place against Exploit. You're not going to know his hitbox. You're not going to know the hitbox of the soul. You're not going to know his cooldowns, how fast he is, how slow he is when he's using certain abilities. It all adds up. Every single bit adds up a little bit. That's the real way to get good at Survivor. There's no such thing as being like, oh, you watch a Survivor guy and you're going to be good at Survivor. You have to know your opponent if you're going to be good at Survivor. I mean, that's what the game's all about, after all. The game, after all, at the end of the day, is just getting chased by the hunter, and everything you do depends on what the hunter can do. Yes, survivors carry the key in their hands, and they decide where they run. They decide what they do, where to take the hunter. But you won't know those things unless you are... I'm just going to pop. You won't know those things, right? Unless you start playing as the hunter more often and realize what those strengths are, what those weaknesses are. It really just depends, you know. Okay, I heard the umbrella. Turn on the signal light at platform 2. Oh, awkward time to do the gate. The problem with having psychologists do the gate is that psychologist is kind of kind of trapped there with no ability. Like, yes, she does it faster, but okay. Do I have to use this? I don't have to use this. He wouldn't even catch up even normally. Even if he used it all the way, I'm pretty sure we'd beat him to the pala. Oh, also the scale still stays on the ground? Did they buff him so the scales still stay in the map? Oh! Okay, never mind, it's a bug. The scales are supposed to disappear when Professor dies, but I guess not. We'll see. We'll see if we can tie this game. This is going to be rough. Let's just use the balls. Go a little bit faster. Gonna use the white bombs here because there's literally no interaction we're gonna be able to get him to do on this side of the map. He's always gonna go around every pallet, every window. As if there was any windows to begin with, but whatever. Just pursuing Acrobat. I don't need to talk again about why that's such a bad ping. I'd much rather know where the hunter is, but whatever. You guys already know. So if we want to tie this game, I do need to... Oh god. Well, that's not good. Well, I think we might be cooked now, but... Maybe she can still survive? The fact that now they're on the same side of the map makes it a lot easier to both protect the chair and chase the psychologist. Maybe. You never know. But I don't think there's any way. Dodge the bell? No. Yeah, the fact that psychologist is on the same side of the map means that he'll be able to protect both the chair and go after... He can just go after whoever he wants now. Whoever pressures the chair, that's who he goes after. So sad, but it really sucks that we have to stay here. We don't have anything either. No. Yeah, if that button getting pressed actually killed us. The fact that button was pressed made it so that now Hunter can teleport on the chair. He'll protect her from both Psychologist and he'll protect her from both me. I mean, maybe at the very least, maybe if Psychologist at least went to the other bridge, maybe at least it splits us up that way. Maybe there's a shot. Maybe he goes after Psychologist and maybe I can get a free rescue that way. But if he doesn't go after Psychologist, he just goes for me. He doesn't have to go after Psychologist. Turns out hitting that button was like the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, she didn't know that. No one could have known that that was going to be the worst thing. Generally, though, against hunters with teleport, and I mean, Wu Chang just has built-in teleport after all. You usually don't want to ever press the button. Because the amount of time it takes to travel from first stop to third stop will give him enough time, whether that's with an umbrella or that's with his teleport, to just stop you. Stop you whether you want to get to the gate, to get to the chair. I think that was the best we could do. Professor died to a teleport Wu Chang, by the way. I'm not even focusing on that anymore. These people will just die to whatever. I mean, it's unfortunate. We can play risky and we could stand at the bridge near... Okay, game just crashed for no reason. We could play risky and we could like stand at the working carousel bridge. And just hope he goes to the other bridge. And that way we could rescue Pharaoh Lady. It's not like... We don't know. Anything could happen. The ideal situation is that whoever gets chased, you just stay away from the chair and you stay away from the path of the rescuer. Moonlit makes it very hard because it's a very large map. So it's going to be hard regardless, but it just became impossible after that. How do people play on mobile? I can play at any 5 for hours and keep my battery. I guess my battery health has gone down a lot recently. I used to have, like, I used to be able to play the whole rank session and only lose 50% of my battery, or like maybe even 40%. I'll never get over your wallpaper. I'm keeping that wallpaper forever. Chinese New Year Ripper? You're right. We're never gonna get to it. Rest in peace, Chinese New Year Ripper. It's such an average hunter. I should really do them. I should really go back to doing the Chinese and New Year stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I just forgot about it is the main reason. And now it's kind of too late. Now we're kind of like 2 months after Chinese Lunar New Year's. Did someone just take the tram? Is that a thing that they just did? Perfectly balanced hunter, as all things should be. Your stomach hurts so bad, you gotta go use the toilet. You gotta let out a load. Okay, they're just upstairs. Bruh. This guy's just straight up going in a circle, dude. He just keeps going in a circle. I didn't mean to do that. And I did it again. Doro? Bro, where is she? It's genuinely kind of hard to see where she is. Man, these guys actually, like, decoded all game, actually made it difficult to live. Wait, how did I not hit him with red? Oh. Shoot, bro. Ugh. Man, where did this guy go? Let's go into the other gate, right? Damn, bro, what did I even do wrong this match? This match felt pretty good. Actually, barely... Man, we're actually not even going to be able to win this game still. Oh, that sucks. We just couldn't stop that prisoner from popping a cipher. Maybe we shouldn't have gone after him. Maybe I shouldn't have gone after that prisoner. I thought I would see the prisoner's shadow there. Did he just blindly run without even waiting? I thought he would at least, like, wait. I probably shouldn't have broken that corner house pallet at the very minimum. No tide, you let him rebound too long? I mean, it was fine. It was fine, but I guess you're right. There was only 20 seconds. It's not like he did an insane rebound. That guy used one rocket and then died immediately. 2 times in a row. Like, what do you mean rebound? You let him rebound. That guy died 2 times in a row after the rescue. He used his rocket and died 2 times in a row. I think the mistake was just going after that prisoner. Going after that prisoner was the mistake there. Also, the fact that I didn't immediately knock down that prisoner. I missed my red on him after the basement. Not being able to kill the enchantress on the staircase, I kept missing her. That definitely hurt. I'm not really so worried about the Weeping Clown. The Weeping Clown was not the issue there. Weeping Clown was not the issue. And still a lot of time. Well, the Weeping Clown was not the issue there regardless. Like, we had 2 people under our belt right there. And it just, between those 2 people, we just took a long time. I took too long with the enchantress. I took too long with the prisoner afterwards. And then, again, I took too long with the enchantress. That was the main issue. Like, say what you want about the Weeping Clown. The Weeping Clown is going to use his abilities because the dude just didn't use abilities. I mean, the faster you kill the survivors, the more items they'll have to use after you rescue. I mean, that's just how it goes. Like, I don't understand. I don't think that's the issue. Like, that's to be expected. That's to be expected. You kill someone instantly, they're gonna have abilities to use afterwards. That wasn't really the problem with the kite, I would say. That wasn't the problem with the game. What the hell? Bro, I swear, these footsteps always... This survivor's just going in a circle is sometimes already enough to throw me off, because I'm like, where are they running to? Why is this guy body blocking? I don't have recovery. I forgot to cancel my clone right there. What colors do I need? I don't even know who I'm chasing right now. Like, who am I hitting? Okay, we'll hit you. Oh, I already had red on him. Bro, it's so confusing. It's so confusing because there's so much going on. Like, there's so many colors. Okay, I don't know what the thief's doing, though. Does it point at the rocket chair? Ah, it does point at the rocket chair. I didn't know that. Good to know. Door. Bro, my screen! Hello, screen, are you okay? Is my screen okay, please? Bro! I'm missing easy hits! Whatever, I guess we'll chair him at this point. Whatever. Also, I'm running Trump Card Warp. Interesting. If only the thief knew you're also a thief player. Imagine. Does he actually play thief though? We'll never know. Listen. Listen, peddlers making a comeback. Can Listen Peddler win a game? We'll find out. Oh, he's on his way. He's about to make a miracle happen. Oh, he might. What the hell? Yo, hit him! Oh, I didn't swing. Bro, I can't. It's like you pop up the Hellenberg, it's time to see Benjamin. Would he rescue again? No, he's not. He's trying to desperately find Dungeon. Can we kill him, though? No, we're not. Toilet stream. Please don't be the YouTuber. Please don't be the YouTuber. Oh, what if it is the YouTuber? Alright, guys. Hellenberg quiz. Can you guy Hellenberg? They're getting clipped by Psyche. Imagine if Listen gets buffed. I don't know why Listen still hasn't gotten buffed. Listen needs a buff. Yeah, it's a fake Psyche, guys. How many Psyches are out there with the same name? Oh, someone's not connecting. Listen needs to be deleted? Why? Why are we deleting traits? What's wrong with Listen? Listen's fine. Alright, guys. Oh my god, we found the mechanic instantly. Okay, we're gonna do a little test now. Can she kite out the red fire spirit? Does she know how? No, she's gonna use the window though. I have to fake give her more distance here. I have to fake miss my swing. Okay. We're giving her a shot here. Oh my god, she's making this too easy, dude. Stop it. Alright, Fireseer, go get her. Now we can test. Does she know how? Oh no, she'd rather go in basement. No. Alright, guys. Well, she tried her best. Does she use her bot? I don't hear her using the bot, unless they made it so that you can't hear that anymore. I mean, I guess maybe they did that. I don't know. Maybe they would do something like that. Would the devs do something like that where you can't hear her use the bot? Pretty sure they wouldn't. So is someone rescuing on this side? Oh my god, rescue bro. Yo, rescue bro can rescue from that distance, damn. At least it's after high. Oh my god, he swung so quick! Was that already 4.5 seconds? Or was that 3 seconds? I think that might have been 3 seconds, was it? I don't even know. Alright guys, perfectly balanced. As all things should be. Grab the yellow puppet. Oh, someone's coming already. Bro! How is that not a hit? I'm swinging on top of you. Alright, see you later. Alright, let's cheer him. Alright, where's the last guy at? We're having a basement party. All are invited. All survivors are invited. You as well. You're also invited. Can he get the rescue off? I guess this game's not over yet. He could rescue both of them. Fire Spirit, do your thing. Good job. That's what we like to see. Alright. That's 2 down. Hold up, let me grab this guy real quick. One more guy left, guys. Is he gonna go in the locker? No, he just gave up. I don't even think they can surrender yet. That means we're gonna have the full-on basement party. They can't stop it. Wow, this clown is so happy. Oops, I didn't mean to swing. Seki, why is win green, tie yellow? Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? The win green, tie yellow guy. Here we go again. Hellenberg's tough like that. Expect more wins with it. Hellenberg is tough, dude. He wanted to wait for the fire sphere to activate. How considerate of him. I know. How nice of him. If the piercing is healed, some Vaseline could help, but be very slow and careful. What are we talking about? Oh, okay, Michi. Sorry about something else. I'm like, why are we talking about Vaseline, dude? Who's getting pierced? Okay, I see what kind of piercing you mean. What do you mean? I'm genuinely asking. I explained this like every single stream you came here. Why the win is green and tie is yellow. For starters, green is good. Red is bad. Tie is mid. Okay? Everyone correlates those colors to that. Second of all, the record is still not yellow. Win is still not yellow. Win is green in my book. I mean, draw even isn't green. Draw is not green. I mean, yeah, I'll give you. Victory is yellow. I'll give that to you. But draw is not green. The sound effects for the skin is the worst? No, I love his pickup sounds. He's got the best pickup sounds in the game. Why would win be yelled to be honest? Exactly, exactly. They're just trying to say the say what they always say about the record. Because the record, in the record, victory is yellow. And according to them, draw is green. Even though everyone agrees it's gray. But apparently to them, it's green. I mean, I think Ibrahim might be a little bit colorblind. But it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We can let him know that it's gray, not green. Oh, someone's going to middle. Someone here? Hello. Is this my beautiful mechanic? Where are you? Who was that? Is this Seer? What was that skin? Is that Mercenary? Oh my god. Alright guys, how good is the Mercenary at Identity 5? Let's find out. Alright, well that's one elbow pad. Halimber is clearly too strong. We need to chase the rescuer first to give a fighting chance to the survivors. I mean, when you're stealing hits like that, that's why we're giving them a fighting chance. He doesn't know what to do, guys. He's going in a straight line. He doesn't know what to do. Up. Benjamin winning. Wait, did he just disconnect? Yo, Mercenary, you good? Alright, Mechanic Bot. How are we gonna win every single match as Halimber and then lose a match as Lulu? How is that possible? Or we tied, I guess. Hello? Hello? Flywheel? Guys, how would I know where he is? How would I know? How would I know? How did I know he was right there, guys? Impossible. That's literally what I just did there was impossible. I couldn't have possibly known that. Dude. Oh, uh-oh. Bro, we can't rescue. No rescues allowed. Do not rescue this mercenary, I swear to God. I swear to God, if you rescue this mercenary. Oh, no, you don't. I don't even think she makes it on time. Shock! Get it, Fire Spirit! Good boy! Good stuff, Fire Spirit! That's what we like to see. Oh. Rest in peace, his elbow pads. That's such a sad rescue, dude. Guys, we found the cheat code. Just play Halimber. That's the cheat code. Oh, it didn't work. No! He's getting away! Oh, now he might rescue. Wait, where'd he go? Dog, where'd he go? He actually just went Magician on me. Alright, don't worry, we'll find him. Oh no, the mech's gonna rescue herself. Perfectly balanced, guys. Nerf mech! Oh. Hello there, Street Sweeper. Quick! Kill the Magician! Ah, so close. Oh. Not good. Oop, he's behind the rock? Oh my god, he has sneak. Wait, does he have sneak? He does have sneak. He's got sneak. Flywheel? No flywheel. Let's pet your Fire Spirit and tell him he did good. Why play Hula Blue when you can play Halimber and just easily win your matches, guys? Ty is not good. And also Ty is not green. Halimber and Koa win. Guys, Halimber's the fastest vaulting character in the game. He's gotta be good. Alright, we'll play the Chinese New Year skin that I've never once put on. Oh my god, that's a lot of S tier for Ripper. Alright, we'll put it on. How many do I have? 7 S tiers for Ripper. That's a healthy amount. Alright, we'll do it. We'll play one match. I do like how you pick up survivors in a lantern. That is pretty cool. Daddy Toji. Why is someone in my chat named Daddy Toji? Peeper Ripper? How can this go wrong, guys? I probably don't need Hunt, but it's my Hellenber build. I don't want to change it. I don't want to change my Hellenber build. Alright, well, whatever. We'll just do this. You've never seen his accessory? Really? It's really cool. You put swords in a lantern. I've been having a lot of success playing Hellenber against peak tier survivors. You'd be surprised. I'm not. I'm really not. I wish I was surprised, but every day I see the survivors I'm playing with. I know what you're talking about. Leo is underrated with his recent buffs? I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. But people definitely don't know how to deal with him. That's true. No, the problem with Hellenber is when people know that you can dodge the Fire Spirit. You can just dodge the Fire Spirit. You can just circle in a circle. And it's very consistent. It's as consistent as doing it with what's it called? It's as consistent as... Oh, there's a different vault, too. Well, that's dope. Wait! Did you guys see that? There's another survivor nearby. Because I just recovered so fast from that miss. There's another survivor right there, but the peeper wasn't showing them, so I mean, I guess... I don't know why it did that. Also, I don't know why that didn't count. Oh my god. Rest in peace. Please just predict nothing. Oh no, he predicted the little attack. Too bad. Oh my god, what a crazy hit. Peepers actually did something. Yeah, I don't know why my recovery was so fast for that miss. Wasn't that supposed to be 2 seconds long? Or does Ripper just have like a built-in counter tonight where he doesn't take so... Oh, that's so cool. Yo, I look so cool right now. Wait, oh my god, beautiful hit. Perfectly skilled. Dude, this is dope. This looks cool. Also, Ripper's OP apparently. Why are we playing Hellenber when we can just play Ripper? We're finding all the cheat codes in Identity 5. What's next, guys? Ripper's underrated? I'm messing with you. I'm sorry. Oh, I thought she'd go to the left. Oh, whatever. You're on a timer, boy. Oh my god! Seriously? Dude, everything is different. Every single animation is different. That's cool. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Man, but now he's got an owl, though. Whatever. We'll just get the owl and we'll just chair the... Wait! Ah, he didn't see that coming. I don't know if these people, they don't see it coming. Yo, Dad. Oh, and they got... Dude, they went all out for this skin. They went all out for the skin. Look at this. Look at this. We got him in a little lantern. He's struggling. You can't even tell he's struggling. He just pops out. And I actually read the Lunar New Year lore, unlike some people. I actually read it. Low remaining power. Watch out, guys. Oh, he's the one person who saw it coming. Oh, come on. You're telling me the hit on the seer counted, but not that? Terror Shock would have been real nice, not gonna lie. Come here, bro. I hate giving paintings their painting. Or paintings their painting? Ooh, it's a bird! I see the seer in the distance. He's chilling. He still has his owl, I'm pretty sure, no? Are you gonna use your owl, sir? He has his owl, right? Does he not have an owl? I don't get it. Dude, This Ripper skin's actually so crazy good. Like, the effects on the S accessory is crazy how many effects there are on this. Okay, but the pallet breaking is still the same. I mean, still, though, it's crazy. There's so much with the skin. Maybe not necessarily the skin, but more the animations are really good. The animations are all great. Painter healed himself. Wait, he healed himself? Oh, because the bot. Right. Okay. Now he's gonna have infinite paintings. Maybe we can hit him while he's dropping a painting? Oh, that's so satisfying. Please, I want to do that this game. I want to do that so bad. I see him! Oh my god, I see him. I see his head bumping up and down against the shadow of the map. Look at that. Oh my god, I might be a hacker. He might report me. Please! No! I wanted it so bad. He might still be dead, though. Oh well, at least we're gonna be invisible immediately. That's fine. Is it fine though? Please, 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 hurry, hurry, hurry! Why is he not going for the window? Ah! Why would you go in that direction? Okay, well we're not gonna be able to counter the painting. At least we can stop him from walking anywhere. Did she just rescue? Okay, no, her bot just ran out. Look at it for BM. Look at it. Look at the painting for BM. All right. Okay. Yes, I had to get the charger. Yeah, they let the Ripper dev out of the basement for this one. The one guy vouching for Ripper. Adding all those animations and the sound effects. I wonder how they did the sound, the voice change for Ripper. I guess they might have just adjusted it using a voice changer, just edited the voice. Because I don't think the voice actor for Ripper can voice act anymore in China. His wife, he cheated on his wife, and apparently that's enough to make you fired out of your job. Now here in America, no one cares if you cheat. I mean they do, but you're not gonna get fired out of your job. In terms of business, no one cares. Like it's like a regular day for the CEOs. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I should probably stop talking. I should probably stop talking before the CEOs take me away from China. Hunt Wu Chang? They'll never see it coming. Hunt Wu Chang. Well deserved. I mean, it was deserved. Don't get me wrong, but. It's kind of shocking that in business they care about that. Like, damn, bro, their morals go that deep. Maybe America could learn something about that. Look at this beautiful skin. Do you know this skin was a Logic Pad skin? They don't make C tiers on a Logic Pad, do they? I think someone already answered that for me, though. I don't have Impulsive on Wu Chang. Wildling is doing his job right now? No way. Wait, how do you teleport with this button, right? Yeah. Guys, how would I know she's there? Oh no, I have slow pallet breaking. Oh, I forgot. I should have put on the other build. Ugh! Man, Impulsive would be so nice here. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Nice that we found the mechanic here as well. There's no way she didn't stand by the pallet. That's crazy. Do you have flywheel? Oh no, it was out of range. Oh my god, we might be in trouble. I mean, are we in trouble though? I'm gonna break the portal first, then I'm gonna hit her. So we minimize the amount of time not going after her. That was bad. Perfectly balanced, guys. Perfectly balanced. She's already healed up. Crazy. Oh, it's because another person was helping. I see. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I'm already full presence too. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Oh, no hit on anyone. Damn, bro, they're carrying this mech like crazy. We could also go after the wildling here. I mean, it's not like mech has any robot. The mech has no purpose to this team anymore. 2 people injured. Mech's not gonna be able to decode anymore. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'd rather go after the priestess than the wildling still, but we'll see. I wish I had wanted order. I should have had wanted order. Would have been good here as Wu Chang. I mean, we do still have street sweeper. Maybe we can walk into them randomly. Flywheel. Still didn't get him. That was barely out of range. We're not gonna be able to kill the wildling anymore. I'll just chair this guy. No one is shaking any ciphers. Okay. Yeah. Is anything gonna shake now? If I saw something immediately shake, that would give us a clue on where the priestess is coming from. Oh my god. Bro thinks he's slick. I could just see the pig running around. Oh, they were trying. No way. Everyone is here! It's Smash Bros! It's Smash Bros! Everyone is here! Everyone is here, dog. Stop it! Stop healing each other! Okay. Thank you, Wai Wu Chang. Okay, I guess they don't even want to play the rest of the match. I mean, I can't pick them all up, but alright. Listen, we can't kill them all, but we can drop their morale. That's good enough. My strategy there wasn't to pick them all up. My strategy was to kill them with morale lowerers. Lowerers? Lowerers. Lower their morale. New words. This is why you learn... This is why you watch Psyche streams. As an Asian viewer, you don't just learn English. You learn brand new English words. Of English. In this stream. If Wu Chang is your power, what are you without it? I mean, I don't think Wu Chang is my power, but... Maybe Wu Chang is my calling. No palette breaking Wu Chang. Beware. Beware of the no palette breaking Wu Chang. Violinist? Is violinist next, guys? Maybe violinist is my calling. Maybe he is the man. He will bring us to victory. You got this, Vio. With your famine, with your faster power breaking, we're gonna reduce your decode to make up for the fact that you can't go anywhere. Man, I really like violinist's original look. We don't have enough crazy hunters in the game, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a many. Can you play Fool's Gold? Now you just want me to lose. Hell no. Good enough. Okay, never mind then. Listen, at the very least, violence always has the chance to be lethal. Very small chance, but he has the chance to just get lots of damage instantly. Dude, poor Vio. I remember he used to be like the king of debuffs, and then they made the debuffs disappear over time. And I think they nerfed the debuffs themselves, which maybe that was necessary. But dude, I remember back when you had a demon node on you, you had to be 32 meters away from a survivor to actually be able to... Oh, I should probably focus. You should to actually be able to remove it. I remember that. Who remembers that? Does anyone remember that? That you had to be 32 meters away. Like, we're talking heartbeat distance radius from another survivor to remove your demon notes. And they did not disappear on their own. Oh my god, this guy might be the next... Oh, the next Koa survivor. Alright, we're definitely cheering you shore. Well, what are you talking about? Well, you're definitely going here. Best chair in it. Best chair for Hunters, probably. One of the best. Very accessible, guarding a cipher, guarding a gate. It's basically, you always want a chair. I mean, T-Walls on Hospital is also great, but not so great for guarding ciphers or exit gates, so there's always that issue. Why are you going around the fence? Oh my gosh, you're just risking immediately! See, guys? Vio has the potential to be the best hunter in the game. You see? You see? Vio is just the best hunter. Is Vio like a common low tier pick? This seems way too good to be true. He's gotta be a common low tier hunter pick. Like, guys, this guy seems crazy if I didn't know any better. This hunter seems OP. Why aren't they nerfing this guy? Okay, I gotta pick up the cheerleader to prevent her from healing herself. If someone rescues now, we'll also get no recovery hits. Vio has a pretty good balloon swing too. Okay, and then I spoke. And then she's dead. She died. Not big surprise. Through the tree? Hidden tech? Not even survivor mains do that on their route. Just lose out on distance. Yo, I missed my chair. I missed my short chair. Give it back. Guys, we need to do... You can't blink up here? Damn, bro. This is looking like my average survivor rank match right here. Oh, he's actually coming there. You guys see that? Oh, no, so close to hitting both of them. Beautiful portal. Please die. Dead! Vio is just the best hunter in the game, guys. Clearly, Vio is the best hunter in the game. He's literally just the best hunter in the game. What are we talking about? I didn't see more than 1 or 2 powders in this game in this map. I've stayed in this corner the whole game. Break the POW for BM. They can't even surrender yet. I played Hula Balloon, we tied, and ever since then we just can't lose. We just can't lose now. These hunters are too strong. Devs know if they buff Antonio, it's over for the survivors. It's over, exactly. That's why they don't want to buff him. They know he's too strong. They know in the game files that he has one of the best win rates. They just don't want to drop it. All right, everyone's asking for the Vio nerf, but nobody knows. Nobody knows the truth. Test the win theory with Fool's Gold. Okay, you're right. So, you're right. By that logic, everyone's talking about how bad Fool's Gold is and how hard it is to actually kill people if stars know what they're doing. But in reality, I think Fool's Gold might actually be one of the best hunters in Identity 5 history ever. Even stronger than pre-nerf, post-release Opera Singer, guys. Even stronger than that. So, we're going to test that theory today and see if we can kill these survivors so fast, they can't even surrender. We're going to find out today. We did it with Hula Blue. We did it with Hell Ember. Or not Hula Blue. We didn't do it with Hula Blue. Exactly. That's how weak Hula Blue is. We did it with Vio. We did it with Hell Ember. Let's see just how strong Fool's Gold is, guys. This is the ultimate test. Alright, let's go. Fool's Gold. Don't let me down, bro. This is all you. All you, Fool's Gold. Oh, yeah, you can drop down Blink on that chair, true. You can do that. Alright. Decent start. We can throw our pickaxe an insane distance. Look at that start, guys. How is that now one of the best hunters on Identity 5 right there? We just crossed half the map. They're so scared of Fool's Gold that they're hiding from me. Ah! Bro, that was all Fool's Gold. No other hunter would have canceled the cloud right there. We needed exactly our hitbox to stop that from happening. Dude, we just prevented her from going to a hotel. How is this balanced? Dude, look at the power of Fool's Gold. Oh, man. Fool's Gold is strong, but the devs didn't want to give him too much power. Completely understandable. Oh my god. That was literally a 30-second kite. What are we doing? How are we sleeping on Fool's Gold this hard? Guys, gamers, be real with me. Why are we sleeping on Fool's Gold? He is literally... Look at the cipher pressure I'm putting on these survivors, guys. No other hunter has this amount of pressure. They feel so threatened that they're dancing in front of me. Get in, Fool's Gold. Double hit. I'll take that. Beautiful red bomb. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, she's running. She's running. Does she have a cloud ready? No, that's not a hit. Oh, Fool's Gold. You had one shot. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. We still got this. Fool's Gold still got this. I guess that works. Yo. Look at the damage we're about to get. Okay, are we though? Oh? No, that's fine. Oh, carefully place it. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, so is Acrobat. He's definitely here. Dude, Fool's Gold is so strong that they didn't even want to rescue. They were so intimidated they couldn't even rescue. That's the power of Fool's Gold. That's how strong he is. Oh my god. That guy just died in literally 10 seconds. He just went from full health to 0 health in 10 seconds. Do you see the lethality of Fool's Gold? Oh my god, look at how much area we cover. No hunter could cover this much area. Look at that. Math majors would be shocked. Oh my god. When are you going to see a crazy hit like that in mid-air from a distance? Not even Waxars could have done that. Ugh! Yo, who's rescuing? Not on my watch. Come back here. Dude, look at this mobility we're able to get with him. The power, the sheer power of Fool's Gold is unmatched! Unmatched! Look at the damage! Look at the damage! No hunter could have just done that! Just boom, boom! Not even Sculptor. Sculptor would have costed like 4 statues, 5, 6, maybe 7. But holy, Fool's Gold, 1 pick and you're dead. That's the power. And look at us. Look at this full presence. The full presence is too strong. Oh, he's not ready for it. He's not ready for it. Ready to get terror shocked? Ugh. No, it didn't work. They're not ready for this rock. Watch this! What? Where did my rock go? Guys, that was user error. That was not Fool's Gold. That was not Fool's Gold. Oh, we already had full presence. I was that unprepared for Fool's Gold's power that he already had full presence. I wasn't ready for it. Oh. Oh. Yo, Dad. I'm coming for this Matador. I have tinnitus. Yo, he's back. Our friend is back. He's coming. Oh Lord, he coming. Alright. He dead. Dude, we're gonna snipe him on like a random street light. Get ready for this. Woo! No! Woo! All fool's gold, guys. All fool's gold. I'll even step in the mud bomb for BM value. Because he's so strong that his movement speed is not affected by the pickaxe. The pickaxe just doesn't care about his reduced movement speed. That's how strong he is. Unbelievable strength right here. You will never see this on an Ellie stream. Ellie would never showcase this amount of strength to you in a hunter. Oh? Oh no, he vaults in time. Wait, uh-oh. We might be in trouble. Boys, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Oh no! Stop that! Stop! No decoding. Alright, now where'd he go? Oh, there he is. How nice of him to wait on me. I'm so glad. So nice of him. No, why didn't you go to him? Hello. Rock fist. Whew. Dude, Ellie would be scared to showcase broken hunters like these. The truth is, guys, is that Ellie doesn't want you to know what are the strongest hunters in the game. Because he's struggling with them himself. The more he spreads the word about what the strongest hunter in the game is, the more he's going to lose in his rank matches. That's why he tells you guys on stream, why don't you guys all play Opera, Hula Baloo, Goman? Because he knows how to deal with those hunters. He's trying to trick you all so that he can win more of his Southeast Asia rank matches at low tier. The truth, guys, is that no one is talking about the truth. Wise words from Psyche 2026. Can I play Lizard? Sure. Oh, it was Fool's Gold's birthday, right? Don't let him find out, guys. Or he doesn't want you to find out, that is. He doesn't want you guys to know. Oh, God. Bro, I'm feeling like I'm in a jolly mood. I'm in a jolly mood. We need our insolence. We need our QS build. QS build doesn't let us down. Guys, Psyche hates women, specifically IDV women. Where's my woman hunter for Women's History Month? Barmaid is super ugly, to be fair. She's not a hunter, but if she was, she'd be one of the ugliest. The fact that the composer used to be, yes, even uglier than Clerk. Maybe she is Clerk. Maybe Barmaid is Clerk. The fact that the composer used to be an S badge, Fugo, yeah, for real, Fugo. A Fugo. No one even says the whole word anymore. No, I don't have impulsive in the drop down. That's like the most fun part about Lizard. What the heck? Was she just decoding next to me? I'm not walking through. Man, impulsive. I want my impulsive. I need my impulsive. I need my drop down ability. Aw. Oh. She might be cooked here. Oh no, she knows where to go next? Impossible. Big brain! McCready who? McCready who? Oh, McCready is shaking right now. I'm coming for that S-Badge reptilian. Bro, what is happening? What is happening? These hunters are too strong, dog. Oh, the value! And the terror shock!
Oh! Lizard is just too strong. Lizard is just too strong. This is why, dude, this is why Ellie's not talking about the lizard tag. This is looking like a very familiar match. Even the way I'm walking behind this tree. Which match was that again? Man, I think this might be another surrender timer match. Can we get another surrender timer match? Where a match where they can't even surrender on time. Die? Oh. Die? Oh my god! Oh my god. This is about to be a match of the century. Lizard versus lizard. Who's gonna win? Lizard's gonna win! Woo! Oh, they rescued Airplanist. Alright, let's chair you next. Yo, can we get an instant rescue? No! No, we were this close. Come back here. Where'd he go? Why are all these magicians running sneak? Man, you guys are lousy. Bruh. Yo, why are you here? Get back here. You know? No decoding. No decoding on my site. Lizard versus lizard. Lizard wins. Guys, wait a minute. Do I have Street Sweeper? Man, I don't have Street Sweeper. Oh, we all know where they all are. Come back here. McCready who? McCready who? I already know where they are. Bruh. Going out of the open. Giga Brain strats, I should have known. How did I not know? These guys need to teach me something about IDV. What a beautiful rescue from the Aeroplanist. Lizard is so strong. Guys, only Vio could have done something like that. The power of Vio is insane. And Lizard, only Lizard and Violence could have done two things like that. Never underestimate these characters. These are some of the strongest, most lethal IDV hunters in history. Be aware, guys. Be aware. Ellie doesn't want you to know the truth. He doesn't want to tell you that there exists a hunter that can just break pallets whenever he wants. That's an OP ability. So overpowered. He doesn't want you to know. Oh! Hold up, guys. You ready for this read? Ugh! Gee, I wonder which path is her. Oh no, he's going for her. He's going for it. Dude, look at this. No other hunter would have had this crazy mobility. Not even Opera Singer would have caught up that fast. The absolute powerhouse that Lizard is insane. He's just an absolute powerhouse. It's that simple. Oh, Magician's coming back. Oh, there he is. Look at the mobility of Lizard. He can't compete. He can't compete. He just walked past me. Wait, did he? No, he didn't. He's struggling, guys. He's struggling. He's struggling. When will Ellie release the Hunter files? When will he release them? When will he release the truth about what Hunter is the strongest? We know, Ellie. We know. Just release it already. He doesn't want to show you the files of the win rates. He's hiding it. The emails, they're all deleted. Where is everything? Where are they, Ellie? Where are the emails? Every single one of them. Show us. What happened to them? Why are you hiding the truth from us? Where are they? Where are they? Who else is the next strongest hunter? He doesn't want you to know. He doesn't want you to know. Where are the hunter files? When is he going to release them? Moonlit photographer. is said to be one of the worst maps on on Moonlit. One of the worst maps, one of the worst hunters. You guys know what I'm talking about. But if Ellie, just for 1 second, released the files, we would all see the truth. We would all see the truth about what really is the strongest map for Photographer. Is it just rumor? Is it the truth? Or is there something hidden in those hunter files about what really is the strongest? We're about to prove him wrong. We're about to show you why. Moonlit IDV spawns. We're gonna find out where all these survivors are. Dude, stop dragging the page down. I hate that Google automatically does that. Because it thinks I want to look at something. Alright, I found it. I see where they spawned. I see where they spawned. Is this cheating or what? Hold up. Hold up. I think I might have just broken the code. I think I might have just broken the code. I know where every single survivor is. How would they know? How would they know? When is Ellie going to release them? When is he going to show the truth about who the strongest hunter in I-95 is? I'm about to find all 3 survivors all at the same time. When are we going to know, Ellie? When are we going to finally see the truth about the strongest hunter in I-95? When are we going to find out? Next. Next. Who's next? I know who's next. I know exactly where you are. Oh, hi there. When will you tell us, Ellie? When will you tell us who the strongest hunter in I-95 is? When will you tell us? We want to know! We want to know the truth. We want to know. Tell me, what hunter's about to knock down the survivor in a single blink hit? Don't say Wheel. He doesn't count. Wheel doesn't count. Ugh! What survivor dies to a hunter without blink? Photographer. Photographer can do it. That's how strong Photo is. Look at how ahead we are. Look at this match. We are so crazy far ahead. This is unmatched. The strength that Photographer has is something that Ellie will never want to tell us. He's never going to let us know. He will never tell us the truth. Oh. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Hold up. Can we even kill this guy? Photo is so strong that we might even be able to kill this guy by doing absolutely nothing. Oh my god. What hunter could have done that? Tell me, what hunter in I-95 is strong enough to do that? Photo! Photo is strong enough to do that. Do I have Deer Hunt? I have Deer Hunt, right? Uh-oh. Guys? Small problem. Oh, there he is. We found him. Do I have Deer Hunt? I don't have Deer Hunt! It's okay. We're nerfing ourselves here to make a point about the strength of this hunter. Look at how strong he is! There's nothing she can do! Uh-oh. Not before half, please! No! Why? Okay, random ability. Oh my god! The strength of Painter compared to Photo. It is not even close. It's not even close. Watch how useless this drink is about to be. Now he needs to heal himself. Wait. Where is he? I know you're here. I know you're here. Where are you? Maybe I should chair this guy. No, let's not. Look at that. We intimidated him to immediately use his owl. And we're about to get another hit off. Ugh. The power of photo. Oh my god. He's so scared. Ah! Only a photographer hitbox would have hit that. Amazing. Why? There's no chair here? Seriously? I have to chair this guy first. There's no chair nearby. Bro, I'm getting screwed up. Even with bad RNG from the game, we are still in such a commanding lead. Look at that. No chair there, no chair at working carousel. The game wants us to lose, and photographer will not let him. Photographer will not let him. We won't lose. They're trying to put everything against us. They're trying to stack every little thing they can. But they just won't do it. They just won't do it. We cannot let them know the truth. The devs are like, we cannot let IDV players know the truth. We can't let them know about the power of teleporting them pellets and just hitting them right through. Oh, and let's not even talk about basement with this hunter. Let's not even talk about it. The most powerful thing in all of Identity V. Basement photographer. Basement photographer. Beware of basement photo. And don't even get me started on the blink tech you can do with photo on the staircase. It might be over for the survivors. Four survivors remaining. Dungeon is not even appeared yet. Night has been on chair. Immense amount of time has been wasted to healing. Only photo could have packed on that much damage that fast. Beware, guys. Photo might be the next most broken hunter of 2026. Hello? Hello? Oh, you're just decoding. You guys know the power of photo. You're just hiding from him now, huh? You're just hiding from me now. Please pick up. I'm about to show you one of the strongest parts of photo. We're about to see the real reason why photo is being hidden as the strongest hunter in IDV. Look at that. Look at that, guys. How would I know? How would I know? How would I know? How? No! Only photo could have done that! The most powerful hunter in Identity V. Bro, what is this match? What is this match? Oh! Hold up. Hold. Hold. Hold! Hold! Hold, 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 hold. We just found her. We just found her. The hunter files have now been revealed. Ugh. Man, I thought she would bait me. That's okay. There is no photo world to hide in. You're cooked. You're cooked. It's over. Ugh. Look at that. They didn't even give me a chair here. They're trying to make me lose. Oh, there's a chair right here. Never mind. Photo on Moonlit. A dominant showing. Photo Moonlit. I told you. I told you. They're lying to you about what is the strongest hunter on whatever map. What is the every hunter's weakest map. They're lying to you. They don't want to tell you. They know what is strongest. It's like gas prices. They could just raise it up and down whenever they want. Same exact thing is done in the top tier community. They put up certain hunters on a pedestal so the stronger ones that are still completely busted, like Dreamwitch, Lizard, Violinist, and Photographer, all not being talked about, put under the radar so that no one is talking about it, and then the devs don't nerf it. If no one talks about it, it doesn't exist. People only focus on the things that are focused on. Wise words of 2026. And it's not just Ellie at this point. It's not just Ellie hiding the truth from you. It's the entire Asia Chinese community out there in China, in Japan, out there with all those top pillars. Zeta themselves are lying to you when they are not picking Photo, when they are not picking Lizard, when they are not picking Vi, when they are not picking Dream Witch. Even if they go Dream Witch, they barely pick it. They barely pick it. They just don't want you to know the real truth of the real strength of these hunters so that they never get nerfed and only get buffed. Or if they don't get buffed, then at least they don't get nerfed. Great example. Dream Witch. Tell me, who is talking about how powerful Dream Witch is? No one. They don't want you to know. They're keeping it in the Hunter files. They don't want you to know. They don't. They don't want you to know about the Hunter files. They know Dream Witch is strong. And I can say the same thing about Photo, about Lizard. They know. They know. The same reason Dream Witch is not getting nerfed and not talked about is the same reason Photo is not talked about. The same reason Lizard is not talked about. The same reason that Hellenberg is not talked about. The most underrated hunter in Identity 5. My eyes don't lie. They know what they see. And we're going to show you why Hellenberg is the strongest hunter in Identity 5. Look at this. We already know where the survivor spawns. They're foolishly gonna do 3 pallet. They have no idea what's coming for them. I literally see them. They don't see me. How would they know? How would they know? Next, step 2. Intimidation factor. Regardless of what survivor you're chasing. Can be the strongest survivor in the game. It will not matter. The intimidation factor. No! Uh-oh. Plan may be backfiring. The intimidation factor will always win out in the end. You just get close and they just get scared. They elbow pad away. They don't know what to do. They're not used to being in this position. They don't know. They don't know. They're panicking. They're panicking. Jimmy, go get him. Go get him, Jimmy. Jimmy, breaking the pallets for me. The next hidden tech of Identity 5. He's so scared he doesn't even know if he should vault the window. Should he vault the window? Should he not vault the window? How does he know? How should he know? The pallet, it breaks right in front of his face. The puppet, teleport right above him. There's nothing he can do. He's getting hit. He failed. He panicked. He's dropping the pallet on himself. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what's happening. He's dying in a corner. He's praying for the best. He's hoping. He's praying to baby Lord Jesus, praying for the best that something happens this game. But no, he's being taken to the rocket chair. He knows what's coming next. He knows his death is imminent. He knows he stands no chance to Hellenberg. Soon his fate will be sealed. And next will be his friends. Soon. It's not looking good for this coordinator, guys. Only Hellenberg would be able to teleport large distances across the map like this. Not even Wu Chang will be able to compete with the absolute speed. And watch this! Only Hellenberg can do something like that! They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to see the hunter files of all the things that every hunter's capable of. They don't want you to know. Go get him, Fire Spirit. Go get him, Jimmy. Jimmy! 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 Good! Stop, Jimmy! They don't want you to know about the AI. The AI is too strong. It's another thing that they're keeping in the books from you. And just when you think it couldn't get any worse, boom. Red puppet. Just when you think it couldn't get any worse. Flywheel prediction. Boom. Only Hellenberg would know something like that. Boom. They're not going to touch the puppet. They die! It's in the Hunter files. It's in the Hunter files. But that's the thing. No one drops the Hunter files. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you the secret strats of the best hunters in Identity 5. They're keeping it a secret for all of eternity. Where even is she? Okay, there she is. And most of all, the voices. They don't want you to hear the voices. They don't want you to hear the beautiful voice of Mr. Puppet. They're trying to keep it a secret. Now we're going to give him a fighting chance here, guys. We're going to give him a fighting chance here so they can at least have the illusion that they ever stood a chance, but it doesn't matter. Every hitbox goes right through. Every hit goes right through. Every count hits. Nothing doesn't go through. Every vault is a slow vault. They're dying left and right. The intimidation factor is over the roof. They don't want you to know about the Hunter files. Don't tell them. Don't tell them about the Hunter files. But now you guys see. You guys see the truth in the Hunter files. It's only a matter of time before it gets spread to the world. Time is ticking. Time is ticking, Ellie. Time is ticking for you to drop those files. You can't hide it from us forever. We know who the best hunters in 95 are. We know who they are. You can't hide it forever. Look at that. We're able to just see him through the walls. For literally no reason. Release the Hunter files, Ellie. Wait, hold up. What Hunter? Oh shoot, she did rescue. What Hunter would be able to just tell where the survivors are in a moment's notice? Imagine she pulled another flare gun. Watch this drive. Watch this drive on how he teleported across the map. We're gonna hit her through. Ugh! It's okay. We give her a fighting chance. She doesn't know what to do. She's intimidated by vaulting. Boom! Where are we? Where are we? Are we here? Are we there? Where are we? We're always moving around the map. She has no idea. How would she know? How would she know? We're going left, right, up, down, up, down. You can't tell. You can't tell. We're all over, everywhere, all at the same time. There's no telling of where I'm going to go next. And then, just like that, Mech's position is revealed. Time is ticking, Mech. Time is ticking. First Mercenary, then Coordinator, then you, then Enchantress, then everyone, all at the same time. All dead. All one by one by one by one. I'm even going to give you a chance. I'm going to break this pallet. Just so we can showcase dominance over you. Uh-oh. Problem? Problem? Mistake? Was that a mistake? No worries, guys. We have our boy Yellow Puppet guarding the dungeon. No worries. We're gonna use our puppet like a peeper. Uh-oh. They don't want you to know the Hunter files. They don't want you to know the peeper strats. The world's most predictable flywheel's coming. Before I could even say it, it came out. Jeremy, I love the way you show your... I love the way you show dominance on these survivors by breaking random pallets. I couldn't have taught you any better, bro. I couldn't have taught him any better. And just like that, she's dead. She's dead. They never stood a chance. I was playing with my food the entire time from beginning to end. They don't want you to know that the peepers do stack. The peepers do stack, and they don't want you to know. Blood Queen. You guys want Blood Queen. Alright. I'll give you Blood Queen. But guys, Blood Queen is a popular hunter. Blood Queen. Everyone thinks about playing around Blood Queen. About picking survivors that don't die to Blood Queen. Everyone's heard of Blood Queen. Everyone's seen Blood Queen. Everyone plays against Blood Queen. And it's the character that the top tiers want you to think is good. Guys, but that's just not the case. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you cut it, Blood Queen will always be at a disadvantage compared to Lizard, compared to Hellember. And it's in the Hunter files. It's all in the Hunter files. And we're about to show you this match. That even though we may win, we're always going to be struggling. We're going to be on the struggle bus from beginning to end. Unlike Hellember, where we get to play with our food. No one can do that like Hellember. But I'll do it. I'll do it for the fans.
so we can show you the truth of the Hunter files. But Psyche told me peepers don't stack. Well, Psyche's also in on the files. He's seen them. He doesn't want you to see the truth. I'm Psyche's evil twin. What would be the Psyche's evil twin? Guys, I need help. I need help coming up with an evil name for myself. What should be the evil Psyche? Who should be evil Psyche? See? Even if we hit this mirror. See? See, guys? Blood Queen is just no match to the power of Hellember. You think you can jump scare survivors, but you can't. And you never could. It's in the Hunter files. It's all in there. Guys. Even though we may not be playing Hellember, the intimidation factor is still in effect. But that's not because of Blood Queen. That's because of the power of Hellember from a few matches ago. The intimidation factor is a result of us playing Hellember earlier. Not because of Blood Queen. In fact, now we're on the struggle bus. Now we're falling behind. This guy's dropping pallets to Blood Queen Mirror because he's feeling that intimidation from Hellember from earlier. Not because it makes any sense, but because he feels that intimidation. And he's feeling it right now. Everything you see right now is an illusion. Because what the hunters do, what the top hunters do, is they all play a single match of Hellember to get that intimidation juices flowing. And that's what cuts the cookie. That's what gets the spirit flowing. That's what destroys the competition. Not Opera, not Hula Blue, not Shadow, not Gomen. It's the strength. It's the absolute strength of Hellember that happened earlier. That is causing these survivors to fall behind, to put themselves in a position where they don't even know if they should go for the pallet. That is the ultimate strength of Hellember. The intimidation factor cannot be judged. The lethality factor of Lizard, of Violinist. These hunters are like no other, that give all other hunters their strength that they need to survive day by day. That otherwise they would just die like flies. They would stand no chance. It would be all over for them. Hellember was always the key to Opera's success, and we know it. We know it in the files. It was there all along. We just didn't see it. How could we? They hid it from us. It was impossible to know. How could we know? It's so strong. The intimidation is so strong that they are using their elbow pads in Tide Turner effect. That's how strong it is. That they are using their abilities as they're dying in Tide Turner. The strength of it cannot be underestimated. The strength of Hellember. It's going so deep. It's going this deep that they don't even know what they're doing anymore. The intimidation factor from Hellember caused that forward to just get terror shocked. And it was all because of Hellember. The truth was, it was always because of Hellember. The intimidation factor from this antiquarian using her sticks is all because of Hellember. She doesn't know. She doesn't know what to do. It was all thanks to Hellember. If it weren't for Hellember, we would be losing this match. There's no way I'd be winning this match. You guys saw my mirrors. You guys saw those mirrors. The only reason we are in this is because of the power of Hellember. Hellember gives us the spirit to even run a fast pallet breaking on Blood Queen. It is unmatched. Strength of Hellember is unmatched. I'm gonna let it ride out in silence from now on, you guys. So you can think about it. Ponder it. Bake it in your minds at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As we absolutely annihilate the competition with the power of Hellember.
Doesn't matter if we hit him or not. The power of Hell Ember is too much. They can't even hit their sticks. It's too strong. They can't even go in a straight line to the chair. It's too strong. They don't even want to have their will to live anymore. It's too strong. Enjoy your trip to the moon, Forward. Why are you giving a woman's credit to a man? It's not because she's a woman. It's because she's one of the stronger ones, or so we think. I could play a weak woman right now, and it turns out she's one of the strongest because of the intimidation factor within her, because of the strength within her that's hidden in the files. Like, they seem to make all the women hunters pretty decent, huh? It's a sign that they care about women. But that's not in the Hunter files. And that's not what's the most important thing in the Hunter files. Because it's not in there. We already know the women were the strongest hunters in the game. It's what's not written. It's what's not shown to you. That it turns out that it was all an illusion. That NetEase was trying to trick you. Just to get people to shut up for Women's History Month. Now you know the truth. Now you know that men were always on top in this game. And that kind of prejudice should not be allowed. Bring it over to the NetEase HQ and show them. I know the truth. I know what you did. It was all an illusion. And the Hunter files reveal it. You know Hell Ember's strongest. You know Lizard's the strongest. You know Vio's the strongest. And you just pretending. Well, I guess Dream Witch is also in the files. But that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's just one woman. That's 1 to 3. There needs to be more. There needs to be more women. More than men. To make it fair. Isn't that fair, right? If there's more? Please, Spider? Spider's not in the Hunter files, guys. Spider is actually recognized as a good hunter. As a part of the illusion to get you to now realize how good the male hunters are. So that you do not complain for Women's History Month. Now you know you need to complain. You need to show them. I know the truth. Buff the women hunters. Because why will not stand for this? Nightmare? Oh, boys. Guys, this was probably the closest we ever got to releasing the Hunter files. When one day, someone pulled out Nightmare in Koa and showcased his strength. The day is still waiting for Hellember, for Lizard, for Vio. But if you still don't believe me that the Hunter files are a thing, then what if I told you that they already did? That they already did happen. That they are not about to happen. That they will not happen. That they already did happen. That the Hunter files have already been leaked. The strength of Nightmare was abused in Koa so strong that it leaked into all of the survivor minds, all the hunter minds. Now, Nightmare is a feared hunter. Now, Nightmare is a recognized hunter. He is known as a competitive Koa quality hunter. And it was, the thing is, the worst part about it, it was known all along. They knew it. They knew all along. And they hid it from us. They knew all along that Nightmare was one of the strongest hunters of all time. That simply looking at the ground would help you catch up and hit survivors for no reason. They knew it all along that the real strat to beating I-95 was literally looking at the ground. It was literally looking at the ground. And we were this close to releasing the Hunter files. We were this close to showing the real strength of Lizard, Hellember, Vio, Nightmare. But they stopped. They stopped. They stopped showing. For some reason or another. They got scared. They're like, wait a minute. If we reveal the truth, people won't be able to live in this world anymore. People might just quit on 95 entirely if we keep showing the truth in the matter. If we show them the real truth of Identity 5, they might just quit. They might just quit entirely. We can't let them know the truth. And so that's why they stopped. While they were ahead, they realized, we need to stop. While we're ahead, we need to stop. He's so strong that he just hits through pallets in a mere instant. In a blink of an eye. The pallet is gone. How did I do that? How did I do that? Well, I'll tell you how. It's in the Hunter files. And they didn't want to tell you about it. They didn't want to recognize its strength. They didn't want to recognize the strength of the speed buff by looking at the ground. They didn't want to recognize the strength of breaking pallets with a finger. They didn't want to tell you. And now here we are, recognizing him as a top hunter, when really, he was always a top hunter. And so is Vile. So is Lizard. They're all in there. They're all in the files, waiting to be revealed, waiting for their true colors to show, for someone to showcase, hey, it was all a lie. We all knew the truth all along. And then their day is waiting. Their day is waiting for when the Hunter files leak again, inevitably. Bit by bit, they'll slip right through all the cracks, through all the holes. You can't keep it forever from us, Ellie. We know. We know. And now look at him. Now look at Ellie. Ellie just goes along with it. Yeah, guys. He was always a good hunter. It turns out he was always a good hunter all along. And that this is the real strat. And he goes along with it. He goes along with it, being like, yeah, guys. It was discovered. It was discovered recently. It was a brand new thing no one knew about until now. And then the truth was finally revealed. It was finally revealed. Now, unfortunately, this game is not going as good as I would like it to. Not because of Nightmare's lack of strength, but because Doctor was the next survivor in the files. The survivor files. That they didn't want you to find out about. And now we are losing to the next survivor file. We are losing to the real strength of Doctor right now. This is not Nightmare's fault. This is just slowly, one by one, the files leaking through, showing the true strength of these so-called weak characters. The truth shall now be revealed, as Wu Ching once said in the Koa 6 trailer. We all know the truth now. We all know it. It was only a matter of time. Unfortunately, we may not win this game, but that's okay. You guys see that no matter what you do, the Hunter files always win out. The Survivor files always win out. Hunter, Survivor, doesn't matter. They always win out. They always win in the end. Look at that. She's so scared of the crow. And it's all because of the Hunter files. She knows the strength of Nightmare. She doesn't want to. And now she's about to pay the price. She's about to pay the price for not respecting the strength that we possess. Are you guys ready for the strength hidden in the Nightmare Hunter files? Because it's about to be showcased. Oh wait, they immediately rescued? No, Mech rescued herself! That's BS! Nerf Mech! Bruh. Nerf Mech! Bruh. He's too strong, guys. I think she knows our power. She's hiding. She's trying to hide from our great power. She will not! She's probably hiding in the shack. Guys, believe. It's not over. Even if we lose, it's because of the survivor files from Doctor. They're not ready for our plan. Oh. This is all Doctor's fault, and also Nerf Mac. Uh-oh. Maybe we should have stayed on Doc. Shoot, bro. Next match! This is not a good example. They're hacking! How did they win? How did they win? The Hunter files never lie! It's because of the Survivor files. They beat me out. I'm too old school. Once you leak it, it's not... That's the problem. That's it. That's the paradox. That's the paradox of the files. When you leak what's in the files, everyone finds out about it, and then it becomes not good. That's why Opera stopped being good. That's why Gomez stopped being good. That's why Shadow stopped being good. That's why Hoodoo stopped being good. Some of you guys might be thinking, Psyche, you crazy. They're still the best hunters in the game. They're not. You know why? Because the devs just buffed Hula Blue in the last update. They know the truth. They know the truth that these hunters are falling behind, that these hunters are falling in the meta. But the paradox of the files is that when you release them, they lose their strength. They're only good as long as they're not revealed. That's why we didn't win that. That's why we lost. And so, now you guys know the truth. The truth of the truth. That even if we release the files, the strength of the hunters hidden in those files would just fall off. And that's why Nightmare is no longer good. Nightmare was good. Nightmare was one of the best hunters in the game. He was one of the best when people thought he was one of the worst. But when people realized he was one of the best, he became one of the worst. Because people realized his power. They realized his strength. Started playing around it. And he fell behind me because of that. The real strength hidden in the files is never letting your opponent know your next move. That's the real lesson we can learn from the Hunter files. Guys, I think this was a humbling experience. Maybe we shouldn't release the Hunter files. Maybe it's for the best that we keep the Hunter files hidden. Or else it would let out the monstrosities out into the world. Guys, if you enjoyed this stream, be sure to check out my other streams just like this on this channel. Every Monday and Thursday from 20 to 22 EST time zone. Or from 8 to 10 if you don't speak military time zone. Eastern time zone, by the way. Also join my Discord server where we announce these streams and crazy videos where we leak and realize the truth of the world. Finally, guys, the truth is, this is the first time I've lost with Nightmare. This is the first time I've lost with Nightmare, and it's proven by the strategy guide. Every single time I've used Nightmare before, I've never lost to receive the strategy guide. Do you know what that means? That means that up until he got released, I have never lost a single match with Nightmare because he kept hidden in those files. They kept quiet. They didn't showcase his power, and because of that, I never lost a game. No one knew the strength of him. But then someone dropped a secret, and they realized, wait a second. If we reveal more than Nightmare, if we reveal more than Lizard, if we reveal Vile, Hellember, it's over for these hunters. They're never going to see the light of wins again. Nightmare is a great example of a hunter who has been dug in the grave the day he became good. Guys, remember, perhaps the greatest strength is never letting your opponent know your next move. Guys, I will see you all later.
We will remember Nightmare's strength, and we will dig it up today, in the grave, as proven by the strategy guide I'm receiving. He fell off after he got realized, after he got leaked. It was over for him from that day. Remember, guys, I will see you guys later. Take care. This has been